Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? If I knew back then what I knew right now, I'd be on right now. I'm the nigga right now. I'm the nigga right now. Got your bitch right now. She said she want it right now. Getting litty right now. Wanna text me right now. Outside right now. Please do not get in my face. You know that I'm riding no whip. I just needed my space. I drink it straight with no chase. Love when you making that face. Living out of suitcase. Annie, are you okay? I fuck you good the long way. Watch how you talking to me. 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 Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
She's a keeper, legs like Serena, strong like Xena, turn into a screamer. She's a dancer, money from Atlanta. She's a cancer, phone ring, no answer. I'm getting litty, mixed dirty with the Fanta. My life a movie, I always got a camera. I'm at Cabana, she sucking my banana. Ooh, na na. If we never met, I'm there right now. Put a bullet in my hair right now.
Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Talking but you don't fight. About a new life. Even when I'm wrong, you know I'm still right. On another level, reach a new height. I used to hit the block just in all white. No, I can't bless you, but my gun might. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
Playing Hollow Knight, bro? You're playing Hollow Knight? What's bracket? What's good? I've been MIA for like a week. My bad. I don't feel bad, but my bad. How are you enjoying Hollow Knight though? It's a good game. I'm taking a little break, but I'm butthurt about losing 1600 Geo in an idiotic way. I've actually never not gotten back my what do you call the like thing? I've never failed to get it back. So I've never lost money in Geo. And before I did anything, I kind of farmed Geo in the first area. I had like the map pin and all kinds of shit before I even left the first part, but that's because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm glad you're having fun, but they can eat a Frank until they put out Silk Song. I really don't care about Team Cherry right now. They pissed me off, so they can eat a Frank. Where the fuck is Silk Song? Why am I still waiting for this shit? Why? And here's my problem. If it's not coming out, it's not coming out. You can't put a fucking tweet out, bitch. 2025 release. No 2024 release. That's all I'm asking for. I hate when they try to hide and not say nothing. That's all I'm asking. A quick little tweet. That's all they have to do. Silk Song Hollow Knight, not a 2024 release. I'm good. I'm not thinking about it. I'm chilling. That's all they got to do. No. Something's going on with that game, bro. I'm telling you. I know some things had happened with like, I can't remember if people left. I know there was an issue at some point, but I don't know. I stopped caring though because I got other Hollow Knight likes, if you will, that are doing the job for me, and yeah. So Silk Song isn't real. What y'all on about? Facts. What's up, Obama? What it do? I'm good. I'm alright, man. I was like, yo, I'm sitting down, and I'm like, I'm about to head out, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just sit and talk to y'all for at least an hour or two because I have not streamed in a minute. Monday was Canada's Day. Hey, yeah. Monday was Canada's Day, so I got dragged all over the place, yo. My plan was still to do the stream at the very least, the Twitch stream. But by the time I woke up and it was late, football was already on, so I was watching Euros, and then by the time that was done, it was just too late. I should have woke up earlier, but I didn't go to bed till like 5:30, so I enjoyed the long weekend. So I just recorded it off stream. But next week we'll be back to our regular scheduled program. Next week should be a fine week. The week after, I don't know if y'all see me that often. You might see me Monday and Wednesday, and that's about it. But yeah, I believe Silk Song is a money laundering scheme where they are using the Silk Song money to finance other projects or easy money. You have a conspiracy theory for real. I have to go check. I haven't checked because there came a point where like I stopped caring to some degree. I can't care that long. You gotta do something at some point, or else I'm just gonna lose interest. That's just how I am. And again, I played Path of the Teal Lotus, and not Constantine, Constance, with the Paint Girl, and I'm like, these are Metroidvanias that I've taken some inspiration from Hollow Knight that I think are doing a really good job. If Silk Song doesn't come, I'm good. I have things to play. There's even that Ebenezer Scrooge game that I haven't played yet. That other one with like Ebenezer Scrooge and like the little stands. I have to go check it out. It's been a while. I've still got unfinished business in Hollow Knight. I didn't beat all the bosses in the Radiant God home. Is that the God Masters DLC? The thing that I did not finish was the Nightmare Troop stuff, or I was calling the Phantom Troop. The stuff with yeah. There's an update that came. You know what happened though too is the update came so long after I stopped playing. I'm like, yo, I'm so rusty. I forgot how to play. I'm getting my ass beat. I don't even care. I didn't even bother. But yeah, I did a couple of the DLC stuff after the fact, but I really just beat the game of Hollow Knight. I didn't really do the most. I mean, you guys know me. I don't care about none of that. I love me some conspiracy theories that diverse me from hating. You need the cope and the hopium. I don't know. Again, I'm excited to play as Hornet and stuff like that, but if I don't get the game, I don't get the game. I have other things that I can play in it. I'm actually like so. I have half a mind to watch this with y'all because I'm pretty sure y'all niggas ain't watch it. But last Friday, Thursday? Was it Thursday or Friday? I put out a video where I talked about the current state of the video game industry. I spoke candidly for like 50 minutes or so. I didn't script it. I usually script everything on that channel. And it actually did really well, but most of the people who watched weren't subscribed. So I got a bunch of new people and new followers. I had half a mind to play that video just because it give you an idea of where I am currently. I don't know. We'll see how I feel in a bit. I might just watch it with y'all. Just because I want you guys to see it. Whether or not you care, I want a lot of you guys to see it. So you understand where my brain is moving forward. Because the next video that I'm working on, I was going to put it out this Friday, but I'll put it out next week. I'm not overworking myself. I'm tired. I'm working on the concept of like, we as a society need to move on from intellectual properties and or IPs. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to name it, but I know what I mean, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, you might love Batman, you might love Superman, and those two I think are, and Spider-Man and stuff, I think those legacy characters are a little bit in their own realm, but bear with me for a second. I use Star Fox as the example. Star Fox is a series that a lot of people care about, but it's like, Nintendo is not serious with Star Fox. You're not gonna get a good experience anytime soon. They remade the first game how many times, bro? The first Star Fox NES is when the Lylat Wars start and Andros tries to take over the Lylat system. You beat him in the first game. Then they remade it for 64, where we added Fox's dad and whatever, the betrayal. Then we put out Star Fox 64 3D, and then Star Fox Zero is a remake of the first game again. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But I recently was playing X Zodiac, obviously inspired by Star Fox. First Squadron Phoenix is coming. I've seen Death in the Abyss and Night Shift Galaxy, and I'm like, bro, I'm good. Like, if Star Fox never comes out again, I don't care. I'll just play these. Like, that's kind of, I want more people to get to where I am with intellectual properties and IPs. Like, even if Zelda one day was no longer Zelda, but there was some type of indie company that made maybe a spiritual successor or something that was obviously Zelda inspired, and then they took off, I'll fuck with them. I don't need it. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know when I realized this, but I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, even if Nintendo never makes another Paper Mario game, I'm good. I got Bug Fables, I got Cobble Leaf and V, I got Born of Bread, I got other, like, who cares? I want more people to get to that point. Like Pokemon niggas. I want Pokemon people to stop being Pokemon people. And that doesn't mean you can't do both, by the way. No one's telling you to abandon one for the other, but it's like, some of you fucking Pocket Monster losers, all you play is Pocket Monster. Try a different monster tamer. You might like it for different reasons or more. I want that for you guys. So I'm working on it. It was a good video. I don't wholly agree with everything, but I get your outlook. Moving on from Legacy Media, let legacies rest. What did you disagree with, if you remember? Simi disagreed with a lot of what I said. Me and Simi were speaking about it for a while. It wasn't about me being right or wrong. I was just telling you guys. I wanted my perspective out there, just because I don't run into a lot of the problems most gamers run into. Like, nigga, I don't know that I've ever seen a loot box. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't see loot boxes. I don't know what a battle pass is. Like, I don't play games as a live service. I don't even go online half the time. So it's just like, a lot of the stuff that I'm aware of, I don't deal with. So I thought speaking about it from my perspective was important. I do think my tone somewhat made it seem like AAA games were useless. That wasn't my intention. But again, I didn't script the video. That wasn't the point. So, what's up? High and low. The Sky Priest. Kubera didn't drop, right? It didn't like secretly drop, and I don't like know, right? Y'all will tell me, cause I don't think I didn't see it yesterday when I was recording for Tower of God stuff. Okay, not yet. All right, bet. Hey, that's fine, yo. I'm busy too. I understand. I'm happy she took the break though. I was like, I have less work to do. I was like, I have less work to do. I can watch football in peace. I said, all right, bet. I'm gonna just record this Tower of God off stream and throw it on the Patreon then. So, at Tower of God starts soon. A lie? What's that? June 7th or July 7th? Fuck me. Oh yeah. But yeah. I did forget to mention that games are dying, so game preservation was something I forgot to mention, and I wanted to talk about opening your expanding your horizons and being more open-minded to different experiences. And I was supposed to talk about the fact I was going to try Helldivers 2, and try MOBAs and games that I usually don't play at all under any circumstance, but I'm gonna put it in the next video. It was mostly about AAA and how the big three need to go away, because I think competition is what gave us a good game era. I never told you guys. I never said that. Did I say the big three need to go away though? How's TOG right now? The last chapter was cool. Trauma Rage disconnected, was just throwing disconnect abilities left, right, and center. It was alright. It was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I don't remember saying the big three have to go. I'm pretty sure I said Sony and PlayStation aren't going anywhere. I think I said Microsoft is going to go the way of Sega, so they won't be a big player anymore. I'm not trying League. League is not the one I picked or I'm picking, but a game in that realm. But League will not be League of Legends. Yeah, that's what I remember saying. I gotta watch it again, I guess, but yeah. But there is competition. And I don't think 3 is enough. I still think that's a monopoly. So if it's pretty much Microsoft, Sony, and now there's a 2K streamer. No, I'm not streaming no 2. I haven't played 2K since like 2014, bro. When did Derrick Rose get hurt again? That's when I stopped playing 2K. I don't even play FIFA. I don't play nothing. I don't play Madden. I don't play none of that. I never actually liked realistic sports games growing up anyways. I always liked the Mario sports games and like Hot Shot Golf and shit like that. Like, I'm like, bro, I play real sports. I watch real sports. Why do I want to play a video game simulation of that? Like, I already do this. If I'm playing a sports game, I want to jump 55 feet in the air, do 45 fucking through the legs, and dunk it on your ass. The fuck? That shit is so boring. I don't want to play. I'm trying to play Mario Hoops 3-on-3. Peach was wet. Yo, Peach was a shooter. Peach was a shooter, dog. Realistic figures are poof facts. Strikers moving as a child for that exact reason. Mario Hoops was fire. It was so good. That's why I hate all the new Mario sports games, because they used to be so good, but now they are fallen. Will it be a hot take to say I don't like sports games? No. That's not a hot take. I don't think so. I like the ones that have like a good story or that are more supernatural. Like, I love Pangea. You guys know Pangea is one of it's literally fantasy golf. So, but yeah. NBA Street was the shit. And so was FIFA Street and NFL Street. Those were fun too, but those were like arcade fun. That's fun. It's not just like real simulation of football. Like, I don't want to do this shit. But nah, I don't think that's a hot take. My favorite sports games are golf games. I like golf games. If a golf game or snowboarding games or extreme sports and golf games are my favorite to play. Rocket League, I've played that, but that's not really what I'm talking about, because that's more like a car racer arcade with a football aesthetic. But Rocket League, I don't have any smoke with it. I just don't really play it. There was this fire mini clip soccer I played every day when I was younger. There's this World Cup game where you choose a team and you have to like shoot on the keeper. I'd be playing it at halftime. I won't lie to you. I went crazy. I was trying to get Canada's numbers up. I'm like, I'm putting in like 60 goals per minute, bro. Where's my help, Canada? He said, Nair, he likes golf. I've golfed since I was a young age. I used to golf with my dad when I was young. The only reason I didn't stick with golf is because soccer got more serious. So I had to focus on that. I also had a lot of growth spurts. So golf clubs were expensive, and he'd buy me golf clubs, and then I'd outgrow them. So I started using his, which were a bit too big for me at the moment. It was just too expensive. It wasn't feasible. That's all it was. We didn't have money like that back then. It's to the point where my relatives in America had to send shoes down for me when my foot kept growing, because I went from like a size 9 to a 12 in a year. And we just couldn't afford to keep buying me shoes. So my foot is like, it's bent in my sneaker like this, bro. So, yeah. This is why I tell some people, y'all didn't know what it was like, yo. Sports games peaked at Wii Sports, unserious. I never played Wii Sports. I don't like Mii's. I don't lie to you. They're just ugly. I don't want to play with them. I don't care what they're doing. I just don't play. I don't play with Mii's. They're ugly. I did play NBA Jam. Yes. Boom shakalaka boom, baby. You hit the 3-3-3-3-3. You're on. He's on fire. Yeah, I used to go crazy with that. I never played it. I actually threw away the disc when I got it with my Wii. I threw the disc away. Cause I think when I got my Wii, I got it with Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and something else. But I was not fucking with that. I said, this ugly ass shit, I'm not playing this shit. But yeah. I hate Mii's as well. As a kid, I didn't care, I guess. Like, I made mine for my account and moved on. Like, I did not care about them. I don't like them. They're ugly. I still think they're hideous. I don't want to play with them. There was that Miiverse game on 3DS. You got to save the princess. I don't want to play that shit. Leave me the fuck alone. So, yeah. Low-key, though, boxing carried. And I had Punch-Out. The remake of Punch-Out was fire. That's all I needed. Hell no, that Miiverse shit was whack. Yeah, I just don't like them. I want to tell you, they make me uncomfortable, especially when they had like the floating hands. I'm like, what is this shit? And like no bodies, and you're like the oblong nigga just torso walk. Like, bro, I'm so uncomfortable looking at this fucking monstrosity. Get this shit out my face. I don't want to see this. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to touch it. It makes me sick. I did play Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games, but I only bought the first one and the first one for winter, and I'm like, you guys think you can make this game every year and I buy it? I'm not buying it again. I never bought it after the first time. They used to make a joke that I got swole playing the sprint game. Because I disappeared for a summer and came out. They're like, why are you so fucking swole? I'm like, soccer, nigga? What the fuck? I don't remember one thing. I don't remember one thing. You did talk about physical copies, about video games in the video. Because I remember you saying about the not owning games completely, but I didn't like make the point about game preservation. I know I gave it lip service and I spoke about things that tangentially like touched on the topic, but I forgot to really like talk about it. That was on me. But I told myself what I did was the things that I forgot to mention, I'm gonna mention in the Star Fox video and the intellectual property video, which will be up it'll be up by next Friday. I decided I'll do it there. So yeah. Me and Glam are Mario and Sonic Olympic merchants. Really? I know they added like more games later down the line. I just didn't keep up. I just didn't care after the first two. I actually didn't even like the winter. Actually, the winter Olympic, I don't even remember the winter ones. I just remember all we did was 100 meters. All we did was 100 meters. Yeah, I peeked at those two. They're about by my face. Yeah, I felt like maybe they should have made one every Olympics. They were doing too much doing it yearly. I'm like, you see, I don't buy yearly games. There's not a game that I buy yearly. Not Call of Duty, not Halo, not Gears of War, Battlefront, whatever the fuck. I don't buy no game do I buy every year. It's the same game. It's the same game. I'm not buying Call of Duty in 2024 and then 2025. It's the same motherfucking game. I'm not an idiot. I'm not buying 2K every year. I hate coons. They buy 2K every year. It's the same game. Giving EA money. Why? They should have been out of business. Fucking make me sick, bro. I can't stand coons, bro. Begging their girl for 2K on the PS5. This make me sick. He said coon is crazy. I'm not. Am I lying though? I don't like coons. Coons. No. 2K and COD every year is crazy behavior. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is wrong with you? I mean, ultimately, again, play what you want. Do you. I don't really care. But, like, I don't respect it. I don't respect it. That's all I'm saying. You do you, though. What the fuck can I say? I don't respect it. I've not peeped the game. I know the show and the manga or whatever. I know Inazuma 11. I've never peeped the game. I've never played an anime football game. I admit that. I actually have. I think Captain Tsubasa somewhere I've played it tangentially or like someone had it on, but I've never played an anime soccer game in my life. Honestly, I don't think I ever played any of those. Black Ops 6 being free on Game Pass is not 70% reason why I'm gonna play it. I'm not a first person shooter guy anyways. So y'all have fun with that. Like I said this in my video, I am a lonely gamer for real. Like, give me a single player experience that's like fun and engaging with a start, a middle, and an end. Credits roll. I'm done the game. I move on to the next one. I'm not hopping online with the boys. Yo, what the fuck's going on? Just got off work. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. I'm putting on something by myself in the darkness of my room, bro. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hang. I don't want you nignogs in my ear just making a bunch of fucking noise. I just don't want it. And honestly, I was never big into online gaming. At most, I played fighting games online, but that was really it. Even then, I don't talk. You guys are unhinged on the mic. I've laughed and like just been like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? We were playing King of the Hill like for like, was it Injustice 1 or 2? All you hear is hey guys, I just joined the lobby. Is that a woman? Get in the kitchen. Go in the kitchen. I'm like, you see this shit? Y'all so unhinged. I get it. The internet is the internet. and shit talking back in the day was shit talking back in the day, where just like you heard a woman's voice and the first thing you said frame one was get in the kitchen. Like that's why I just didn't talk. I just did not talk, bro. Kuroko came out in the early 2000s. I bet there would have been a PS2 game secretly. You're saving yourself, having a group set a time to play a game, only for no one to show up is some vile shit. What about a fully single player with an MMO setting? What's a game like that? What game is like that? Like MMO with a single player. Also, and if I have to be online, I won't play it. I don't like any game where I have to be online to play it. I just probably won't engage with the game. I just won't. I want to be able to play offline. Internet can go. There could be a power outage. Like I have to be online. I hate that shit. I experienced peace playing Persona, man. Listen, man, y'all know me, yo. I just play my little 2-pixel game. I beat it in 6 hours. I move on to the next one. My life has been peaceful since 2015. This is why, like, I was saying in the video, I am gonna play that at some point. I'm gonna play it. I need y'all to see this. I'm sorry, y'all need to watch the video because I know y'all didn't. But yeah, yeah. Like, I don't get the idea of a game must be online. I get with the way the world is turning, but you know how many regions don't have powerful internet or are constantly rocked by storms and power outages? You guys know I have that bodega, bro. If I want to fire up Temtem right here, I can't play that. I think Power Roll's also like that. I can't play that. I think Power Roll's like the only exception I made where I bought with my own money early access. I think, can you play Power Roll offline? I don't even remember. But yeah. It's still that day nowadays. Women say a word on Valorant or Overwatch and the entire body goes full degenerate. You hate to see it. I've played Crosscode. That was hard though. RPG with Zelda like puzzles just set in MMO world and the NPCs are other players. OG Zelda. Yes, I remember that game. I definitely played a good I never beat it. I played a good portion of that game and I watched a channel called NWS Soccer or something like that. And he was talking about the disc spinning with this. I'm like, yo, I did not know how to play this game. So I just knew that Crosscode, I completely did not know what the fuck I was doing. Which is probably what frustrated me. But I didn't have the patience to understand all of those intricate systems sometimes. If it's not immediately obvious to me, I might not engage. I believe that's a good game. That's one of those games I've always said I want to go back and play. I think I played it on stream once or twice on my PS4 bodega days, but I might have to revisit Crosscode at some point, but yeah, that guy. That's the channel. The name is familiar. Cuz he's the reason I know about Gravity Circuit. I don't watch the man though, but I remember the channel because it showed me like 2 games. It was Crosscode. I'm like, yo, I did not play this properly. I did not know what I was doing. It's like when I watched a video with my friend one day because he likes Genshin Impact and he was talking about the artifacts and the this and that, and I'm like, oh, I'm just an 8, bro. I just level up. I throw some shit on. I'm like, oh, I wasn't doing none of that shit, bro. Can't speak for anybody else. I don't want to play any video game in the pause menu. So if half the game is me micromanaging my menu, okay, I have Bronze Sword equipped with fucking extra 2% ice damage anytime I'm in a cold. I don't want to do all of that. That's too much thinking. Oh my goodness, I just want to press the A button and swing the sword. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. The older I get, the less patience I fucking have. By the way, this is a me issue. It's a skill issue thing. This is not me calling any games that do this bad. I just don't want to engage. That's why I love Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars. This sword does this much damage. Bada boom, bada bing. Here's your magic attacks. Can you, when you use Boomerang, press A at the right button to make it do more damage? Yes, I have skill. Yes, let me do more damage through fucking skill and timing and action commands rather than a number cruncher. Thank you, Sea of Stars. That's why I love that game. Same thing with Chained Echoes. Like, bro, I'm not trying to do all this thinking. Streamline that like it's fucking an old JRPG, like Chrono Trigger. Simple. Keep it simple. Holy F word, I don't want to do all that thinking. That's the channel. That game is really fun, I'll say, but my lord, 8-Brain couldn't do sometimes. I knew I wasn't doing enough damage. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then I hit a wall where I faced like an NPC who was the same class as me, like a disc thrower, and I couldn't beat him. And I just turned the game off and never could do it. So yeah. Oh my god, I just remembered those few Genshin streams you did. Yeah, I actually found a couple of them. I put a couple of them in the recent video I did. I was like, yo, I forgot I did all of these because I was trying to get to Inazuma and I was trying to get Aloy because I like Aloy. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is the furthest I'll go. Other than that, I agree with it. But even with those, I was 8-Brain. I'm like, this is the most damage. Attach it to the most damage base weapon. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, I put a Zoro weapon on. I put this on it. Have Sidon throw me in the barrier. This shit goes from 70 to 126. Bada boom, bada bing. I don't need. But like some games aren't hard enough that I need to know all this. I don't need to have a fucking 300 attack damage weapon in Tears of the Kingdom. It's not a hard game. The Genshin artifact thing wasn't just you. I discovered it by watching streamers. Yep. Shut up, fighting games. I actually think fighting games, I feel like I have a more natural affinity to understanding what's going on. But the older I got, the less I've wanted to use complicated characters. I'll even use a stupid one. Rosalina Luma is really not that complicated, but I do have to have my brain on the whole time. I can't autopilot Rosaluma. This is Smash 4, by the way, not Ultimate. I don't really play Ultimate at all. There came a point where I'm like, yo, I'm doing too much thinking. I'm like, how many, what, I can't remember what, I used to use, what was it? Luma is 3 Lumas away from me. I'm facing this way, so if I'm like, okay, Luma just died. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Luma's back. I was doing too much thinking. Not enough aping. Not enough unga bunga. Not enough. I just want good frame data and press buttons. I'm not trying to think that hard. What the fuck was wrong with me? Thinking way too damn hard. I need that elite frame data. I press buttons and I overwhelm you. That's it. That's all I got. I'm not trying to do nothing else. I can't do it. I realized this though by going to a few locals for Smash 4. I don't have mental stamina. I'm very sharp at the very beginning of a set, the very beginning of a game, the very beginning of a day. But the longer I have to use my brain, the less I want to. I'm like, yo, dog, been here for 6 hours, and you doing all this trickety shit. I gotta think about it with your Sonic. I don't want to play no more. I just go full 8-Brain, return to Monk, bro. Slayer from Guilty Gear is perfect. That nigga just hit hard and mix niggas up. No crazy mechanics or anything you need to do outside of making the other ninja die. Yeah. I won't lie to you. I don't know if he's a slow character. I'm not great with slow characters, but I've seen the appeal of like slow characters. I'm like, all I have to do is make 3 good reads and you're dead. Like, I'm doing all of this shit with my like weak fast character. Here come. You lost like 20 HP, but I hit you like 100 times. You get a grapple character, you make 1 good read, that nigga is dead. I'm like, I get the appeal, now I see it. I understand now. It's just 1 aim grab, you like slam him once, spin in pile drive, and that nigga lost half his HP. Like, I get it, I understand now. So I think Kanji. Oh, where am I pointing? Kanji in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. That's the first heavy character I ever used in my life, bro. Like I said, stab him. Just throw him in the lightning. So, but yeah. Oh, I haven't played Guilty Gear in so long. But I had a Blaz Blue phase. I used to play Blaz Blue a lot. I had a Blaze Blue phase. Blaz Blue, Blaze Blue. But yeah, I had a phase for that. So, but that was good times. That was good times. All right, let's find this. Let's find this video. No, don't play immediately. Oh, there we go. I played Blaz Blue. Is it, what's TAG again? Is that, I don't even remember what that stands for. But which one did I play? I used to use Noel, then I switched to Hazama, Smooth Criminal. Got my hat on. Oh, Smooth Criminal. What's Jin's? No, what's Ragnar's brother's name is Jin, right? I used to use Jin a little bit. The ice guy, I think. Iceor. I think his name was Jin. I never used Ragnar, but I used to be a fighting game merchant, yo. In my prime, I used to play fighting games like crazy, but my friends never really liked fighting games like that. I find it's easier to get my friends into platform fighters. So like Combo Devils, they're very excited for. Rivals of Aether 2, they're excited for. I try to get them to Rushdown Revolt, but the game's just ugly, and I get it. It's kind of ugly, so no one wants to play it. Blast Blue Cross Tag, the Ruby one. That's what it was. Yes. I remember that game. I think around that time I wasn't playing them as much, but I remember there was one they crossed over with Ruby characters. This is back when I was a Ruby stan, but I fell off Ruby so hard I don't fuck with them at all. I mean, there's still some cool shit like Crescent Rose, Ember Cecilia, but nah, bruv. Nah, blood. It's not a good thing in the year. With the thing, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Injustice 2 was really the last traditional fighter I played seriously. That is like Skullgirl Second Encore, but I never picked up the new Street Fighters, like 5 or 6, never really played those. I was never a Tekken guy like that. What else came out? Freaking forgetting something else. Hold on. What else came out? Was it King of Fighters? I never really played King of Fighters like that. Dragon Ball Fighters. I've actually played a decent amount of it, but I just don't play. I don't like 3-on-3 tag team fight games like that. They're a little chaotic for me. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was very hard for me to get into. It's very chaotic. I can only handle 2 characters at most. Can't. Fucking big ass Sentinel. This nigga got a fucking rocket launcher. Spider-Man going web swing. It's going. I'm like, Berserker. I'm like, bro, there's so much happening. I can't follow. I couldn't follow with 2. I could barely follow with 3. I can't. My eyes. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get a seizure. Like this is flashing. Unibeam, optic blast, Berserker barrage. I'm like, oh my god. I can't keep up, bro. I can't keep up. I know my limitations. I know when to stop. Yeah, I'm too fighting game dumb to handle 3 characters. I can't. 3 is too much, bro. 3 is too much. I actually played a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle. Not I didn't play as much as the original one, but I actually like that game. But I hate any game where you can't turn off auto combos. You shouldn't be allowed to have it on. Just nah. Learn how to fucking play, not mash square, you bitch. What's up, Star Destroyers? I'm chilling. I said I have to stream, bro. I haven't streamed like a week before I head out for the day. Because it's nice outside. I want to go outside, but I said I got to stream, bro. I got to stream. But I'm good, bro. Enjoying the weather, enjoying my summer. Enjoying these football matches. Can't not complain. It wasn't even a break on purpose. It just kind of happened. Like, I'm already kind of unserious after Wednesday, if I'm being honest. Like, Thursday and Friday's a crapshoot with me. But it was Canada Days Monday that's been out and about. The weather's been nice. I just been IRLing. That's all it really is. Nothing I can do about that. And usually I feel bad, but this is like the first time I do not feel bad. Not streaming. I just don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel bad about it. Usually I almost feel guilty. Like, oh, I gotta do something. And then like, it's my life, bro. I don't have to be on the computer all fucking day. Sweating in my room. I'm sweating, bro. It's hot in here. This fan is not helping me, bro. The heat coming from this, like, it's hard. Touching grass is important, absolutely. I've been touching ass though. Huh? Oh. And then what else? Oh, what was the other game that I played that was so fire recently? What was I playing? See, touching ass is also important. Indeed, it was. You said, huh? I was touching ass. Grass. Yeah. And by the way, let me tell y'all something about this game in my hand. By the way, slight note: this game in my hand I had like 100% success rate when I bring it to like an event, cause women love talking about this shit, bro. It's perfect. If you don't, yo, go get yourself some conversation and chill, dog. This shit works. It has not failed me. It's not failed me, bro. You pull out a question and they get mad and involved, and I'm like, there's the opening arch, and then you gotta go in there and do what you gotta do. See, look, boom. Name a deal breaker for you in a relationship, and they get to yapping. With a little bit of margs and tequila, bro. This shit has not failed me all summer. This shit's not even mine. This is my sister's. So you might need to find that shit. Hey man, I'm just letting y'all know. You said Netflix and chill has been benched. You said I'm looking that up. I promise you, it hasn't failed me. There's even like dirtier ones or like couple versions, but this is the original one. This is the OG one. It's a new cheat code I found. I won't even lie to you. I can't even lie to you, fam. It works nicely still. I can't even lie to you. I was like, yo, no, it isn't working. The other one is Monikers, but that's like an actual game. That works too, but yeah. I got a cottage to go to on the weekend. Is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend, not this weekend. So we're going to the cottage for a bit. Like I'm out here. Just having a good time, enjoying my summer. This might be the last summer I have like this, cause real life lifing. But yeah, can't complain though. And as for like TOG, they're just fighting. That's why I didn't really like. I felt like, yeah, I could have streamed it, but I'm like, yo, they're just fighting again. And I didn't care for the Endorsey Bellerear part, so I'm just like, I'm just do it off stream. But again, the chapter was fine though. I do have, again, I'm waiting one more week. If something doesn't shake or change next week, I'm dropping my hot take. I have a hot take, girl. When I'm chilling for now because I'm trying to be a patient, virtuous man. I'm waiting. I'm biding my time. So yeah. All right, how many of you guys watched the video I've been talking about all day? I'm about to throw it on. Bubbling, baby. Hold on, I have to plug my phone in. It's dying. Is it Batman 2 Mask next week? I swear to God, I won't stream. I'm coming online for Kubera and I'm going offline. I swear to God, I'm not reading that on stream. If that's next week, I'm not coming back. I'm not back. Monday, that's on Monday Kubera Day then. On everything I love. You say I need one reason to catch up, but still haven't found it. I understand. The fight ain't as satisfying as it should be between two family heads. I sip my drink, even though it didn't come out. Hold on. Don't know what he's talking about. He could be right, he could be wrong. You don't think this shit's been fucking ass? This shit's been boring as hell? I know we're just warming up, fuck it. I know we're just warming up. This shit's been fucking boring, bro. Oh my God. Animals. Knife. Animals. And then they're just throwing animals at me. This shit boring. Animals. That's all he's doing. It's just ass. It's just ass, bro. This shit's so fucking boring. That's all he's doing, throwing animals at me. I want to fucking watch this shit. This shit's so ass. This is what I waited how many years for? Again, I know they're not serious yet, yada yada. But all this nigga is doing is animals. I'm losing it. Disconnect. Ooh, it's gonna one shot me. Ooh, I'm just like, sure, all right, I guess one shot potential, I guess. Then this guy's like, I'm gonna turn your mask into a cat mask, and I'm sitting here like, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. I haven't been waiting 12 years for this. Anyways, I've been waiting because I'm like, I know it's not serious yet. I'm trying to be patient, but Jesus Christ, it's not moving me. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not moving me. Is this a new vid? I'm gonna still make it if I don't feel good next week. I'm just like, dog, when y'all gonna fight and stop playing tickle butt? Urek going 10% on the floor of death is 100 times more hype than this shit. I agree. We need some shit like that. We really got to lose like Mazzino, and now we got two families having the picnic and fishing. Nah, it is what it is. This is what happens when a nerd and a freak dude duke it out. Trauma needs to die so we can go back to 0 animals except for Lane. Tired of season of zoo. Oh my God! He's like, your flame can only burn the things that you comprehend. Oh no, I got the pen. Oh, I did an animal too. Even Gustang do an animal, bro. He's like, you got an animal? I'm a fanfic my animal to fight your animal. And I'm here like, all right, I guess. But if I say anything, oh, all you do is complain. All you do is whine. So I said, I'm just shut the fuck up and see what happens and wait and be patient. That's all I can do. Just be fucking patient. I love you, my son. That's all I got. Someone said Bam vs. Dumas was better, and I've been silent. I can't go that far, but I'm not even mad at the take, though. I'm not mad at the take. I'm really not mad at it. I can't go that far, but I'm not even mad at it. Like, that shit might have been secretly more gas, kind of secretly, but not really. It's really the situation and how the fight started and what's going on that makes the fight unserious. I don't know, bro. I'm just here. I'm just black. That's all I got for y'all today. I don't know what else to do, so. Double punch. He threw like a little limp dick wrist slap. I don't know. I will say though, Mazzino and Loose Like, that was hard. That was good. I enjoyed that, man. I did enjoy that. Gustang Shinwan, you better be worth the setup. Knowledge of all things. Omniscience. You guys ready? I guess I should switch. Scenes. I don't know. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know why we doing this tickle butt shit in the first place. The trauma wants to put in the body bag. Better start acting like it. Yeah. Ready as I'll be. Alright, let's get it. Good. Let me turn off the Gifferino. Might have to move downstairs. Whoops. A bubbling, baby. Party animal. Looks so good. One shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 5. Whoops. I know what I'm doing. I'm technologically savvy. Not me fucking up already. Where should I put myself? Like in the middle here, I guess? I don't know. Should I be here? Should I move myself? Am I ugly? I am ugly. Hold on. This is the video, by the way, I'm talking about. Is gaming. This is what we watching today. Let me see how I look on the thing. Technology versus 1 to 5. Technology wins again, not surprising. Clean sweep. It's Oh, it's a clean sweep. I'm gonna start it. Oh, I need my headphones to hear it. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna run and tinkle. I'll be right back. And then at any moment, if you want me to pause it just to explain myself, let me know. Yeah, he's pretty good. Yo, that young paperwork guy's he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Pretty good channel, bro. Like, bro be doing some cool things on there. I have so much fun with that channel though. I really do. Like, I finally just make whatever the fuck I want to make, and like I'm not beholden to any fucking series, any medium, any topic. It's a level of freedom I haven't experienced in a while, but you know, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Let's make sure the volume's good. How's the volume? Dead, or is it dying? Is it? Why can't I hear shit? Because I didn't plug it in all the way. Let's try again. Boom. Is gaming dead, or is it dying? Is it just AAA games and the mainstream video game industry that is truly suffering? I want to speak about the current state of gaming video games as a whole as of today. I wanted to throw my hat in this arena because I'm very passionate about this topic. And I know that this is not a video in my usual style. I'm trying something different. I think 4 times to 10 times a year, I want to be able to come and deliver a video to you guys where I don't write an entire script. I kind of speak off the mind. I might have some bullet points and notes and things of that nature. So hopefully that's not a problem. Do my best to speak as clearly and concisely as I can, but I might stutter or make a mistake or mispronounce something. So just bear with me for that. And the main reason why I'm making this video is because I believe that I have a unique point of view, a perspective that I think could be valuable to a lot of people, because I am very aware of all the things that people complain about when it comes to modern gaming, and I've been aware of it for a while. However, I don't really run into these issues or really have to engage with these problems because of the type of gamer I am. I've always been a kind of lonely warrior gamer, not super online, and I'm going to explain my origin and kind of what I'm into just to kind of give like a foundational piece to build upon as I'm talking about all these things, so you understand me a little bit better. And by the way, there's no right way necessarily to play video games in my opinion. Like, listen, you play what you want, the way that you want, how you want, and you keep it pushing. But yes, let's kind of talk, because I walk the walk in a sense. Whereas people will say, hey, vote with your wallet, do this, don't do that, don't support this. And I've always been very cool walking my own path and just doing things the way that I want. The only real AAA franchise that I still look forward to, if I'm being quite honest, is The Legend of Zelda. And Tears of the Kingdom was a disappointing game to me. I still think it's fantastic, but I think it's a frustrating, really good game, if that makes sense. That's where I'm at with it at this point. Not to toot my own horn, just as a side note, I feel like these are good videos because I could watch them. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't watch my videos, bro. I don't watch them very often. There's very few videos that I ever made that I watch after I'm done editing them and looking through them and I throw them on YouTube. I do not look at that shit. I've actually watched all my videos at least twice on this channel, so I think that's a testament to me liking what I'm doing. I usually group watch these with friends, but I'll spoil myself for this occasion. Hey, just don't tell them. Don't tell them you saw it already. Only one of my 5 favorite video games of all time. I think it's the greatest Zelda game that's ever been created. I'm also just gonna briefly at some point have my top 30 video games just kind of on here, going up and down. Might give you an idea of what I'm into. And I also got to use so much of my video game footage that's been sitting in a folder. Origins, so to speak. I was born in 1993, February, so I'm 31 of today. So I've been around since the early 90s. So anything from like the 80s, anything before that, like Pong and some of these really old systems, I wasn't really around for that. And by the time I was a child, the arcade era had died out, though there were spots like Palladium in Toronto where you can go and get an arcade experience. And I think we have like a Dave & Buster's or something like that where you can go play video games arcade style with the machines and stuff. But that wasn't really it. The first system I ever owned was the Nintendo 64 that was bought by my grandma for me, and boy do I love that system. I still have it. I'm literally looking at it right now. Like, I really, really love that system. I think it's incredible. I think it's great. I think the best way to describe me as a gamer currently is I'm just an indie merchant for the most part. Like, when I think about all the games that I really love and hold in high dear, I think of things like Katana Zero. I'm thinking of Celeste. I'm thinking of video games like Iconoclast. I'm thinking of Hollow Knight. I'm thinking of Cuphead. I'm thinking of video games along the lines of Murder by Numbers, Fantasy Strike. I suppose Rivals of Aether counts, though I think that's pretty well known by this point. Enter the Gungeon, Soccer Story. I'm looking at my Switch right now. Nexomon. I don't remember the last. What's the last One Piece chapter that I read? Vegapunk was talking about something, the ocean, sun. I don't even know, dog. I guess that's my. I guess the answer is I don't care. I guess I don't give a damn. I've not thought about One Piece. I really don't be thinking about it. Some on Extinction. I got Shantae, Ori the Blind Forest, Blossom Tales 1 and 2. Chained Echoes, one of my favorite games ever. Sense, Spiritfarer, like just a bunch of indie games. Like I'm just an indie merchant for the most part. Because I found since 2015, and I believe that's the year that I was fortunate enough to play Undertale. It really changed how I looked at video games and how I was going about them in terms of buying them, purchasing them, and playing them, and where I played them. I would argue at this point I am about to truly make the jump to becoming a PC gamer. I play most things on my Steam Deck currently, and I feel like the Steam Deck has been a great piece of hardware to kind of bridge the gap between, you know, being a PC gamer and like a console gamer, so to speak. I only have a Nintendo Switch and a PS4 as like my latest systems, and we're gonna talk about Microsoft later. I just was never a Microsoft guy, and I was never a Xbox person. I just wasn't. To the point that when I got an Xbox controller from my friend who got me it to play PC games, the controller was so foreign to me for a long time. Like I don't even hold Xbox controllers very often. This is not me shitting on Xbox and telling you they're bad or whatever, though we're going to talk about some of the things they're doing currently and how they're messing things up, but just that I didn't have a passing interest. I was a Nintendo kid, I admit it. I was a Nintendo drone for quite a while, but they lost me in the Wii U era. I just thought that after that I stopped really caring about them in that sense. Like, I'll just take what I want, and I don't even know if I'm going to buy the next system that they have. That being said, here's something that I want to mention. Me slowly going to PC gamer is the best decision of my life. For me personally, especially my pockets. I'm not rich, y'all. I'm sorry. I cannot drop $79.99 CAD on all these fucking games. I can't do it. Probably circle back to this in some capacity, but I truly believe that one of the most important... Now, you see this game right here? I don't even remember what it's called, but this is the best 99 cents I ever spent in my life, bro. On God, it's the best 99 cents I ever spent. And things about being a gamer, if you want to have like the best experience, is to just be who you are, regardless of the people around you. I literally see kids getting roasted for not having Fortnite skins, and that kid feels a type of way. For better or for worse, I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. I say for better or for worse because me really not caring what other people are doing,
ATV drifts and tricks,
and has had negative impact on my life sometimes and consequences. But I'm Nia Hemmings, baby. Through and through, I do what I gotta do the way I want to do it. I am going to be playing Paper Mario on stream at some point. And by the way, seeing me play these games, and these games are on screen visually, and you see like, you know, the Discord like talking, little bubbles, and like chat. Or like text, that's just my live chat. You can follow me at Paperwork Hems. It should be on the screen right now. And just so you guys know, this is not my main channel. I want it to become my main channel, but Nia Hemmings, where I speak about Tower of God, Ubera, One Piece, and
this actually worked. I got like 10
stuff.
from
That's actually my main channel currently. But that being said, sorry, circle back. Video games. I will be playing Paper Mario, the remake that my best friend bought for me because I wasn't gonna buy it. I'll be playing that soon on stream. Now here's the thing: people are like, "Oh, you better not put any stats into HP. You better do like this type of run." And it's like, wait a minute, who told you I wanted to do all that? Oh, Naya, you're playing Miles Morales? Yo, put it on the hardest difficulty. But who told you I was interested in playing on the hardest difficulty? I'm not. Naya. I think Fantasy Strike is free to play now, if I remember correctly. I think it went free to play. I don't know. Check that. Hi YouTube. Hi. Hemmings is not a Soulsborne's merchant. I've had Bloodborne since 2014 and never played it. Elden Ring, I do want to try someday. I've heard I would like it because if I get stuck on a boss, I can go somewhere else, and I do like. It's been on here since 2014. I have it downloaded, bro. Me fighting a boss that I can't beat 80 times and then I beat it once is not my idea of a good time. But people are like, don't you feel great when you overcome a challenge? And it's like, I overcome challenges in my life all the time. The joke is, Paper Mario is actually easier if I do like less HP because I'm gonna be in close call power rush mode all the time. I'm gonna kill everything in one hit in one turn. It actually is more difficult if I give myself like 30 and not just stay in danger the whole time. I know what I'm doing in that game. It's not hard. I can't make it hard for myself. To make it hard for myself, I have to lose all my fucking timing. I can press B frame perfect and block every attack. I don't have to take damage. I was an athlete. I'm still somebody who works out all the time. I'm trying to push my body to be as physically capable as it can be, as strong as it can be, as durable as it can be, as fast as it can be, explosive as it can be. I've overcome losing my identity as an athlete because I was transitioning into the real world and having to really adopt more academia-related traits, skills, and abilities. I had to overcome that. I had a lot of deep-rooted issues psychologically that I'm not even necessarily all the way done with, like, mental health stuff. I got to overcome that. I don't care about that in video games. Granted, yes, there's a certain type of video game do I like to be challenged by, and that's either, I think, probably two categories. Video game franchises in which I am so deeply ingrained into, I know what I'm doing without us needing to really like talk about it or really tutorialize it or have to go in order of difficulty. By which I mean this. I do not like Kingdom Hearts anymore. They really lost me in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that game was awful, though I had my issues before that. But I've been playing Kingdom Hearts since the first one, and I played them all. I'm talking Chain of Memories. I'm talking the 3DS, all of those ones. The stupid phone game, I played all of it. Fire Emblem, I've been playing for so long. Yeah, I'm gonna just play it on hard. Hard is my default normal because I'm so familiar with the systems. Even if you change and tweak certain things and add a gimmick, I know what I'm doing. The second one, I openly admit, platformers. Platformers, I'm a platforming merchant. I like to jump to the left, to the right, up and down, diagonal. I like that shit. It's fun. Celeste? Oh boy, I love Celeste. I don't think the Celeste main campaign is hard unless you try to get all the strawberries, but I think the B-side and C-side tastes were challenging. I think a few levels in Cuphead were challenging. When I play a lot of games on Super Mario Maker 1 and 2, I like the really hard levels and the speed run levels. Like, I like to challenge myself in the platforming sense. I say that to say you cannot shame me or bully me or make me feel a type of way about the type of gamer I am or how I decide to play a video game. I'd recently started kind of replaying a little bit of the Battleman Network games just to see if I really like them. I had the Max Buster on. I'm not doing these random battles with all these stupid viruses while I try to figure out this insane puzzle that doesn't tell me anything with bad translation that throws me off because it wasn't translated properly. I don't care if that's baby easy mode. First of all, I've already beaten this game on Game Boy Advance. I kid you not, I've not taken that Max Buster off yet. My regular Buster shot's doing 100 damage per shot. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Second of all, what the fuck do I have to prove to anybody? I'm a hardcore gamer. Play the game a lot. Difficulty. Oh my god, you got such big nuts and balls, man. You're the fucking coolest dude. Like, shut up, bro. I don't care. I will play how I want, and you can say, oh, you're playing it on easy? Yes. Do something about it. You're gonna whip my ass? No. So be quiet. It's mad annoying when people are like telling you how you should play a game. Oh, you played Elden Ring and you use this build? Am I pressing the buttons or you? Who told you? Dog, I see when this DLC drop, everyone just, yo, I can't believe you used the Eye of Mystical Macagado. I'm like, yo, bro, who the fuck cares what he's doing or she's doing on their file? Leave them alone. Y'all so goddamn annoying. Oh, you gotta make the game as hard as, what if you don't want to? What is it called? Like mimicry or something like that? Like, I just see people just roasting each other for Elden Ring, and I'm like, this is so unserious. I would not care, bro. If I beat the game and the credits roll, I beat the game and the credits roll, dog. Told you to be here. I think a lot of gamers get shamed or bullied, or they start to feel a type of way about how somebody may perceive a game they like, a character they like, a play style they like. And I'll be honest, I've been on the opposite end before. I'll tell you this one thing about me. I'm so cool, like, yo, do what you gotta do, play it the way you gotta play it, whatever. But I don't believe you're playing Fire Emblem if the units don't stay dead. That's not Fire Emblem to me. You're playing a different game. That's Water Crest. Water logo. Like, you're not playing Fire Emblem in my opinion. I think that's an integral core part of what made it unique and what made it stand out in the tactical strategy kind of space. The same way Disgaea, it's like the insane grinding you can do if you're a grinding merchant in the item world, and the complete bonkers over the top moves that you can do in Disgaea. A lot of my favorite games, you'd be like, wait a minute, there's not really too much consistency here. Like, this is like an extreme sport, this is a platformer, this is a 3D adventure, and like, the best way for you to understand me is to know that I might love a genre or be beholden to a type of character or archetype or trope, whatever the case is. But that doesn't mean you don't have to execute it. So I'm giving an example just so you understand what I'm saying. I love cyberpunk-ish in general. Like, you could be like, okay, so this new thing is coming out, it's cyberpunk, and I'll be like, shut your sexy lips. You had me at cyberpunk. But that doesn't mean I love everything cyberpunk that I play, watch, or read. I like Ghost in the Shell. I didn't love every version of Ghost in the Shell. I thought the standalone complex was the best version of it. I didn't love Arise. I didn't actually really watch the Scarlett Johansson movie, so I can't comment on that. But I was very excited for Cyberpunk, but I didn't like what I was seeing with what was going on, and thus I decided to decline. I actually do want to still play it at some point. I don't want to get around to it, but you know, it is what it is. But you get my point. Like, I love Psycho-Pass. I think the second season is really, really weak though, and the movie's pretty good. I haven't really watched the other seasons of other films, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like, just because it's cyberpunk doesn't mean I will love it. But just because it's a genre that I don't engage with doesn't mean I won't like it. I'm not really into first and third person shooters. I'm Canadian. I can't shoot, bro. My aim is bad. You're not gonna see me on, like, I think I mentioned earlier, like, I don't play like the Overwatches, even though, or like, you know, I guess even Splatoon, or like. But I've played certain games like the Tomb Raiders. I had fun with Tomb Raiders. I like the BioShock trilogy, Infinite being my favorite. I enjoyed those experiences. To me, the most important thing is execution of ideas. I may not be a person who likes to watch a lot of mecha anime, but I will watch a mecha anime. I will read a good mecha comic book like Mech Cadet Q. I like Toppa Tengen Gurren Lagann. You can't really fit me in a box. I just care if I believe the thing that I'm engaging with, whether I'm reading it, playing it, touching it. I don't know why I said touching it. That sounded so weird. Whether I'm reading it, playing it, watching it, I just care that it's good. To me, that's the most important thing. That doesn't mean there aren't things that I believe have impartial, objective metrics in which you're supposed to be unbiased about. Yes. I think good game design is good game design. If things have weird graphical fidelity, or it's laggy, it's glitchy, yeah, that's objectively not a good thing. I say that to say, I just play what I like, bro. And I don't really care what anyone else thinks. And I think if a lot of gamers adopted this mentality,
I don't know why I
we
said
would be
that.
where we are today in modern gaming. But I'm an indie guy, and I walk that walk. I put my money where I believe it should go. And I think one of the most important things to say too, when it comes to that, you need to ask yourself, why am I playing video games? Why do you play video games? I play video games to have fun,
Why do you draw?
to unwind.
What do you want to draw?
Relax. And honestly, depending on the game, my reasons are different. You need to ask yourself, why do you play video games? Not why the internet does, not why your favorite content creators and streamers play. Why do you play video games? And don't let anybody tell you how you're supposed to play your video games on your consoles with the money you work hard to get and you spend it on. I'm a visual novel merchant. I love visual novels, bro. But I don't actually play that many visual novels. I didn't even realize when I was thinking about it. I'm like, I haven't played that many visual novels in terms of like just different ones, like franchises. Yes, I played every Ace Attorney game. I played every Danganronpa game. I played the 999 Zero Escape series. I played Valhalla and Coffee Talk episode 1 and 2. But when I really think about like and Fate Stay and stuff like that, but like I haven't really played too many. Like the number is probably at like 12. But I love the genre. So. And some people are like, bro, I don't want to play this shit. I'm just reading. It's like a fake interactive graphic novel, and it's like, all right then, so don't play it. Like, stop feeling a type of way because somebody feels a type of way about what it is that you're doing. And I think we can move forward with that. I think with that, I can stop the preamble work when it comes to me, myself, and kind of how I look at it. Oh, the last thing I want to say real quick is how I judge video games. What do I think makes games good, and like how do I grade them? This might sound a little weird, but I'm not a quality, like a lot of people like to grade a game on how much time they spend in it. For me, it's how I spent my time. I don't care about playing an 80-hour game where I didn't enjoy 40 hours of it. If the game is 6 hours and I enjoyed every second, minute, and hour of that game, that's a good game to me. I'm not going to criticize a cozy game that's supposed to be a relaxing farming game for not having combat. That's not the point of the game. I'm going to judge you on what you marketed yourself on and what it is I believe you were trying to achieve. This is a first-person shooter. The gun feels good. The feedback's good. The reticle moves well. The sensitivity, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. The guns, yada, yada. I don't really play shooters, so I don't really know what y'all are looking for. But my point is, if I feel like they executed those things well, I think it's a good game. I also will say this is a very personal thing about mine. I'm much harder on games I spent money on. I think Sonic Forces is not a good game. I played it for free. I have no smoke with that game. It's like a 6 out of 10, but I have no smoke. I didn't spend any money on it. I remember when this Avatar game for Korra came out by Platinum and everybody was ripping it a new asshole. And I'm like, I paid like $10 for this. This shit is fire. What are we talking about? Yes, if I paid like $79.99 CAD for this, I would have been mad, but I didn't. So I'm cooling. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I think with that, I've explained to you, for the most part, what type of gamer I am. I guess what I'm into, how I judge it, how I look at things. And I guess I would say my relationship with the gamer community is I keep it at an arm's length.
Okay, I see.
I'm very aware of a lot of things that are happening, but I don't really engage with the discourse. I just kind of stay to myself in my little fortress of solitude, if you will. And now, let's move on to the next section of this discussion. Thank you for bearing with on my preamble. Let's get it. What is wrong with the video game industry currently in our present time? I find this question fascinating. Because if you had asked me, I probably would have given you some lip service to like, oh yeah, AAA, they're doing a bunch of nonsense. The mainstream's doing a bunch of nonsense. Some corporate greed. This, that, and the third. But I don't told you nothing because I'm having a great time. I constantly hear people saying stuff like, video game is dead. Video games are dying. Why do I feel bored when I'm playing video games? And I like listen, and I'm like, bro, you're 30 now with a child. You don't have all the time in the world to dedicate to video games. Your relationship with it has changed as you've matured as a human being. It's so funny to me where it's like, they're like, how come it's not the same? How come I can't just game for 24 hours nonstop anymore and just love everything? Because you have responsibilities, dude. You're an adult. I went through this phase, but it was never like, oh, gaming really sucks. I hate it. It was like, damn, I have to be even more mindful about where I put my time and money into these games because I don't have that. I'm not 16 anymore where I come home from school and all I want to do is hop on the game. And even back then, I didn't have time like that because I had practice and football, by which I mean soccer. And my mom never did not let me play video games during the week. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday after my homework was done, though I did find some loopholes because she didn't really know how chords worked. So I swapped out like GameCube for 64 chords kind of thing, and she thought she had them, but she didn't. So when she was at work, I'd just play GameCube. But anyways, funny little anecdotal story there as a side tangent. But yes, I don't necessarily see a problem, but there is a problem. I just would argue my experiences have been great. Okay, I'm back. Hold on, I'm caught up back now. Sorry, my bad. It said facts, Sonic, fork mids. This is one of those points I agree with. Enjoyable hours, but sometimes the price of a game also needs to justify the hours at the end of it. It's on the creative team to make all those hours enjoyable. I think for a game like that, what the thing you're looking for is replay value. I believe Star Fox 64 is not a long game. To finish one campaign, it would take you probably like it should not take you more than 2 hours. But because depending on what you do in the level, it takes you down different paths and trajectories and different story things happening. And if you do poorly and fail a mission, you can drop down a path. The game has replay value. You can go back into it and play it a different type of way and see different things. That's the part that I think people don't think. I probably should have mentioned that in my thing, because I think Mario Odyssey is a dope game. But once I beat it, I don't want to replay it again. I think that game has no replay value. I'm not interested in refinding all these moons or doing anything again. I play that game once and I'm done. I move on. I think some games are short, like 6 hours, but there's reasons to play it over and over. He said, woke, unserious. Shit, I don't even have time to play games, to be honest, but having a handheld enabled me to make most of my available hours into playtime. That's how I felt about getting something like the Steam Deck and the Switch, where it was like waiting half an hour in the van for someone to come out of Costco, or waiting for someone to arrive when I'm picking them up. A little, like 5 minutes here and there incrementally, it actually adds up, and you can finish and beat a lot of games because you're getting these small little gameplay sections. I actually beat Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2 at work. So yeah, he said feet ball. Nice creativity. All right. Be back. And fine, everything that I've played from 2015 to today has been gas, except maybe a demo or two, I suppose. So what's wrong with gaming? Well, let's talk about some of the kind of generic stuff that's been mentioned a lot, and now I'll just get to the other things. So loot boxes is a big one. I don't think I've really experienced anything loot box related except for maybe Injustice 2. I don't know if that counts for like armor pieces and stuff, but I never like bought anything or anything like that. I didn't grind for loot boxes or epic gear. I just played it as a fighting game. So loot boxes suck, and they're random, and they're things that make stuff really grindy. Gacha mechanics. This is one that I could probably say I've had also very minimal interaction with, but I'm gonna tell you something really crazy. I loved the Xeno series, I guess you could say, because I like Xenogears, I like Xenosaga, episode 1, 2, and 3. I love Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one. I actually really like Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have not played 3 yet, despite having owned it. I'll get back to why I haven't. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 pissed me off because it had a built-in gacha mechanic in a game I paid money for. I kid you not, there's a point where I didn't play for a long time because I bought the expansion pass, and I did like 99 rolls in a row. I had like some rare common cores, some common cores, or whatever. I only got like 1 or 2 special blades. I didn't get Cosmos or anything that I wanted, and I think in that moment, I think I just speed ran to the end and gave the game back. I didn't even play the Torna Golden Age expansion. I just watched all the cutscenes. I didn't play it. I hate gacha shit. I don't like gambling. I don't have a gambling bone in my body. The first time I went to a casino and I made $5, I cashed out. I bought like 2 junior chickens, and that was a phenomenal night for me.
So lit though.
And what I don't like about it too is I think it's very predatory on children, younger people, and people with terrible impulse control. I have phenomenal impulse control. So this stuff doesn't really affect me, but like playing Genshin Impact, and it's like, oh, I hope I get my JPEG waifu. Ah! And you spend like $200 to not, what is wrong with you? Don't do this. Honestly, a lot of you guys that do this actually have a lot of money. So I'm not a rich individual in any capacity, so I probably couldn't do this. And honestly, I wouldn't do it if I had the money anyways, but I'm sure some of you guys will hear me like, oh, you're broke. And yeah, you're right, but I don't want to engage with that kind of thing. Then I think the next thing would be, I think they're called live services, or, it's those games that they always add like an expansion, or you do a bunch of like missions with your friends to get loot and gear and upgrade and things of that nature. Games as a live service, is that what it's called? I don't think I've ever played one. Suicide Squad, the Justice League. I don't know. Fortnite is not a live service game, is it? It's a battle royale. I don't know what else falls into that category right now. Helldive. I find this section personally hilarious because like I'm literally just thinking through the video. I'm like, what? Do I even know what a live service game is? I'm like, why did you pause it? I'm actually funny, bro. Everest, is that one? Because I've heard good things about Destiny. I think is one. Like I've never played those. I don't play these games, so I don't have to. I don't deal with this. And I remember when Overwatch came out, I actually did play the beta. I forgot I did play the beta. I picked Zarya, the Russian girl, the buff Russian chick with the barrier and pink hair. And I actually would do the thing that people memed on. Like I didn't really shoot or help. I just kind of pushed the payload because I didn't know what I was doing. But I remember when that game was like, oh, you have to be online all the time to play it. And I'm like, so what if my internet cuts out? What if my internet is slow one day? What if I'm in an area or a place where internet just isn't really that strong at all? I don't have internet. I just can't play this game. Even if I want to play a single player experience or by myself, I will never buy a game that does that. That doesn't make any sense to me. If a company is making a game that you have to be online all the time to play and something happens and it shuts down, let's say the CEO is a freaky ass nigga, he's a 69 god, and now they're in controversy and now goes bankrupt. I just paid $69.99, $79.99 for this game or whatever that I can't play no more because the server is done or gone because somebody in the company was a maniac, or for the many of plethora of reasons it can go down. I will never buy a game like that. I'm not doing that. So I don't have this issue in that sense. I never really engaged with it. And now I want to get something very, very interesting to me. Is season and battle passes. Well, I guess season passes are a little different because usually for that it's like characters and stuff, but battle passes where it's like your little like your what are they called in Fortnite? Your V-Bucks and your keychain to put on your gun. Bro, video games are not homework. You should not have to pay for something and then scramble within a time limit to be able to get all the things that you just paid for. Oh, this new aqua colored custom character color. Oh, this new gun. Oh, this new visor. Like, so you paid for a season pass, and if you don't do it in a month, you can't even get everything. Like, why do that to yourself? Maybe you like the grind. That just sounds tedious to me. Why would I play something tedious? This is not school. This is not work. This is supposed to be a leisure activity where I'm happy. I think this is the part where I expose myself for playing peak gaming, but you know, y'all gonna see. Having fun and enjoying myself. I'm not putting in time and effort to do that. I also personally never really had to deal with that. Microtransactions. Microtransactions are one of those things that I don't actually think is inherently a bad thing. It's how obsessive and greedy some of you companies are to the point your game is like ADHD. I'll just speak for myself here. If I open a fucking app and as soon as I open it, you're playing me a video that I didn't ask to see or watch or play, I'm upset. If pop-ups are constantly like, oh, I signed into this game. Boom! If you roll today. Hold up. We're lagging. We gonna relocate. We gonna relocate. I gotta fucking unplug this shit because that shit is froze. I saw my phone just freeze, bro. I saw my phone just freeze. Give me a moment. We were good for a while. It started tweaking. Alright, yo. My bad. Oh, I just see the OBS go. No. I can't handle it. Alright. No, it's not your internet. It's mine. Come back. Are you guys back? It was me. It was me. It was me. It was me. Give me 2 seconds. said he was mad refreshing. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I think I was like maybe. I think maybe around here. Is that too far back? I don't remember how far back it was, but my bad. What's the last thing you guys kind of saw clearly or remember? I got cocky. I tried to do it in my room, knowing my fucking room is bodega, and well, it is what it is. But let us resume. Microtransactions. Yeah, I think this is like the general. Oh wait, I didn't even fix the screen. My bad. Wait, no, I did. Okay, let's continue. This should be. We should be good. So Money in the Bank is off, so we're not going to Money in the Bank. Damn. Get all the things that you just paid for. Oh, this new aqua colored custom character color. Oh, this new gun. Oh, this new visor. Like, so you paid for a season pass, and if you don't do it in a month, you can't even get everything. Like, why do that to yourself? Maybe you like the grind. That just sounds tedious to me. Why would I play something tedious? This is not school. This is not work. This is supposed to be a leisure activity where I'm having fun and enjoying myself. I'm not putting in time and effort to do that. I also personally never really had to deal with that. Microtransactions. Microtransactions are one of those things that I don't actually think is inherently a bad thing. It's how obsessive and greedy some of you companies are to the point your game is like ADHD. I'll just speak for myself here. If I open a fucking app and as soon as I open it, you're playing me a video that I didn't ask to see or watch or play, I'm upset. If pop-ups are constantly like, oh, I signed into this game, boom! If you roll today, you get 13% more chance to get this character. All right, close that. Boom! Did you know that if you roll this roulette, oh my God, leave me. I opened the game and I can't even just go to my like character profile. You're bombarding me with pop-ups? Oh, I hate it here. I'm not doing this. Turn it off. The only game that I ever had to kind of deal with that with, honestly, is something that I played very recently called Flash Party. Behold P Gaming, yo. Had to kind of deal with that with, honestly, is something that I played very recently called Flash Party.
Behold.
Peak gaming.
It is a masterpiece, James. Complete, comprehensive.
It's like a mobile Smash Brothers platform fighter that got turned into like a PC game. I won't lie to you. The 6 hours I put in were mad fun, but I don't like ADHD games. I only like TikTok and stuff like that, where it's like, and Twitch's new mobile app, when I open it, it plays a stream from somebody I don't want to watch. Who asked you for this? I hate algorithms so goddamn much because you don't know what I want, algorithm. I'm different. I genuinely think there's a good game in there, but it's bogged down by all of this shit and then some other stuff. But I can't believe I played this. I said nah. Simi was like, that nigga's on the phone because it was a mobile game turned PC or whatever. But yeah, Flash Party if you care. It's free to play. I'm different, bro. You can't predict what I'm trying to see. So there's that, right? So microtransactions, but just don't buy them if you don't like them. But I get how annoying they can be and how they pop up. And then another one, in my opinion, is that I don't even play Smash Bros. Anymore. But I'm not sticking with Smash Bros. I don't like Smash Brothers. I don't like Ultimate. And I don't like how Nintendo treats the community. I don't like the community. So I disassociate, disavow. I'm a Rivals nigga. I play Rivals and Combo Devils. Games cost way too much. And Rush Down Revolt. To make now. But you're right, platform fighters. Yeah. Games are becoming way too much money to literally make, to the point that even if it makes a profit, the shareholders and some of the corporate people and the business side of things are not happy. Dodgeball Academia is so because raw. From my understanding, remember I mentioned earlier, I'm not a businessman. I'm not particularly super financially literate. So when I speak about these things, I really have a surface level understanding of it. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But I spent an entire week getting ingredients and cups. I'd argue Star Destroyers. Go back. I'm gonna go back to the point I made with Catan earlier. I don't think Ultimate has lasting appeal. Once the entire roster was out, I don't think the game, except for people who are super duper Smash Bros niggas, really cared about it. Like Smash 4 to me was the one that we cared about no matter what character came out. We'd come back. We'd come back to Ultimate anytime a character drop. Maybe we get together, play like once or twice, and then we just vanish. And then once Sora came out, we stopped playing, bro. We did not play since Sora came out. We play Rivals more often, but even Rivals we haven't played since like 2022. Seriously, to be honest. It's in a table and signs and jugs to make the best lemonade and lemonade stand ever. In that week, it cost me $200 to get all the material, all the things I just mentioned, and made lemonade. I sold lemonade for a week. I made $500, which means I made a $300 profit. That's not good enough in the gaming industry anymore. They want more. They want like billion-dollar investments. They want a game that even after you pay a flat price, there is still ways to extract more funds from its player base. And that's not a concept that I thought about until literally just now. Like, wait a minute. So many games, I pay something once and it's mine. I do what I want with the game. With so many of these games, because of microtransactions and various battle passes and whatnot, there is still ways to. And personally, I want to say this too with Ultimate. I thought the DLC characters, from just speaking personally, I didn't really care for them more often than not. I remember being a lot more excited about Smash 4 once. Even when the Smash 4 character reveal trailer happened and I didn't care about the character, I found that I was happy for the people who, like, oh shoot, Mega Man? That's cool. I don't give a fuck about Mega Man. Especially not, you know what I mean? I like Mega Man EXE the most. Shout out to Hub Hikari. But I'm like, I'm happy for them. I think the only character I remember saying that was Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I'm not a Banjo guy, but I'm happy for the Banjo-Kazooie. And Ridley, maybe Ridley. But even with like Pyra and Mythra, who I use and like Byleth, like these aren't. I don't think Joker was a fire pick. Like everyone, I just don't. I just thought the picks were awful. Terry, like I don't know, they didn't move me.
Keep
Kazuya,
extracting money from its player base. Well, after they may have.
I think being somebody from like Doom guy, or like a Halo character or something, like a Spartan, or like I think some other ones have been doper. I would have liked to see Crash Bandicoot or Spyro.
Already paid a price for it. Maybe it's free to play, which is a little bit different.
By the way, I've heard a lot of games have been doing annoying ads, like in 2K or like in racing games, like Rolex ads and like Pepsi and stuff. Product placement's always been something that I've mildly noticed in video games. I can't say that I've personally noticed that in anything that I'm playing. So again, another issue I don't really have to deal with. But I think for like a free to game play, it makes more sense.
Free to game play.
Can I speak? Yes, games that cost a lot to make. I can see clouds,
to play
pores, and individual hair fibers, and god damn it, I could see Tifa's titty vein. Like it's so detailed, but it's like. It takes like 6 years to make. It costs $100 million, and then even if you actually do make a little profit,
why am I like this?
So is it worth it? I have a question.
I didn't remember saying that.
And I really want you to give me
Why
a
did I
true
say
and honest answer. I'm not mad at any answer. Think about your favorite franchise of video game, and let's say the next installment is coming. With the next installment, I'm gonna use Legend of Zelda because. Okay, so this point. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna rephrase it because Simi took big issue with this point when he was doing it because I didn't phrase it properly. I didn't make it equal on both sides, and I think I agree with him, but I don't remember exactly what I said. But yeah, Tifa's titty vein. For a second, I couldn't tell which night I was talking. I'm dumb. To be honest, the only relation I have with Smash is other niggas bringing it in and roasting each other as we fight. Fair enough. Recently saw a good video about how chasing realism hurt the industry a bit. Oh, yes, because I did see that too. Simi was saying that making things more realistic doesn't actually make the game more expensive, but I'll touch on that when we get there. I don't know. That's not what my research has showed me, but we'll see. That's the only one I could think of as AAA, right? So let's say The Legend of Zelda Unga Bunga Inga Dinga is coming out. Now, there's two pathways here. The main point I was trying to make is like the game doesn't look as great or the graphics don't improve, but everything from a mechanical standpoint, the gameplay is better. But then, or you can choose no innovation, no changes in gameplay, but it's the best looking Legend of Zelda game you've ever seen. That's pretty much the point. It's like, do you choose graphics or do you choose gameplay? But I don't know that I phrased it the best. The next Legend of Zelda graphically doesn't look any better than, let's say, Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe they use a different style, but in terms of like graphical fidelity and performance and the way it looks, it's pretty similar. But it takes Zelda to a whole new stratosphere from a gameplay standpoint, from a narrative standpoint, from sound design. Like they did a lot of other things and to push the game forward more. Lore, world building, characters, new characters, maybe a new region or something, and you're like, wow, this is such a great stepping stone from what we've done before. Now here's the alternative path. You're about to get the greatest looking Zelda game you have ever seen in your goddamn life. It costs $500 million to make. Link swings his sword and you can see the metal shine off like if you had the Master Sword in your hand in real life. But it has done no innovating. It looks way better than any Zelda game you've ever played, but it doesn't play any differently. Nothing is new. You still have to find 900 million, 1,000, trillion. Anyways, gameplay or graphics. So like, just so think of your favorite video game or favorite video game franchise. The next game, you could either push it to its graphical limit or take the gameplay in a new. What the hell just happened to my brain? In a new direction. Like, which one would you? I think in a perfect world, you always try to blend the two. We make it look better, sound better, perform better. You know, FPS, yada yada, blue, but also but like if you could choose one, for me, like I said, I've always chosen gameplay because I'm like, dog, I still play Mario 3. I still play Sonic fucking 2 with Chemical Plant Zone. Like, yes, I still think the sprite work is genuinely beautiful and good for its time, but like, I'm here because the game is fun. I don't care. Like, that's why I always say with me personally, a great story in a video game is icing on the cake. You guys know I'm a narrative nerd. I like writing, but it's like, bro, if the game is like, what do you have to do? I have to find the blackboard of Mississauga. I don't know what the fuck that is. And the game starts, cool, be playing. And if the fight button feel good, I'm having a great time. I only care if you force me to engage with a shit story. If I can't skip cut scenes or something like that. Like if the story's bad, when you force me to engage with it, you might piss me off. If I can't skip certain segments or be like, yeah, skip scene. I don't want to see this. I don't care. Like, or speed through the dialogue, you might lose me. But other than that, gameplay is king, bro. If I want a good story, I'll read a book. I'll read a manga. I'll watch a movie. I'll watch a show. Like, I don't require that from my video games. I want to interact with it and do the actions. You get what I'm saying? In real life, the Masto Burrito. Gameplay is good unless it's Pokemon where they don't do either. At least make it look good. I don't really care about graphics that much. Gameplay, the shit I care about. I feel it. Did I play The Last of Us 2? No, I played The Last of Us 1 though. Like Last of Us is Joel, right? Zombie game, the Cordyceps. Yes, I played the first one. I didn't play 2. 2 had too much politics, and I only played the first one because my friend brought it over and really wanted me to play it. It was actually my first zombie game, or zombie narrative that I ever engage with. It's actually a true story. I've never engaged with a zombie narrative in its full ever in my life prior to that. I never played Resident Evil at the time. I played it later on. I never played like horror games. I never watched like The Walking Dead. Like that was my first zombie experience. Exactly. The whole point of games is gameplay. Yes. I didn't even like the first one. I thought the first one was a good story. I thought the gameplay was kind of boring, but I guess the gameplay was supposed to be immersive. Like you are just a regular white man and girl and white man, girl, but you know, little girl and little guy just like in the world, like was fucked up trying to like do like Joel can't jump, Ellie can't swim, and I'm like, where are your acrobatic feats? Oh my God, you stink. Like I would be hopping these fences like y'all not catching me. Negro speed. See Joel jump. You can't reach that. You fat bitch. You can't fucking jump. yeah. It's immersive real thing with white gameplay. Like I don't know. It didn't move me the way it moved other people, which is part of the reason why I didn't care for the sequel. But hey, man, I'm not a Last of Us 1 hater. It's just that's not my cup of tea. I don't care for zombie narratives. That's just my thing. In Korok seeds, your weapon still breaks after you shake it twice. Which option is more appealing to you? Is my question. I don't think making games this expensive with this many resources and these many famous people is sustainable long term. That's another thing too. They keep using these famous people. I don't know if you guys agree with this. Do you guys feel that gamers and the larger gamer community, or at least the ones who are at the top, still feel like gaming hasn't been accepted by like Hollywood and like I don't know what I'm like, who I'm speaking about, the powers that be that make your medium respectable and you can win rewards, and people be like, oh, this is the game designer Kojima and he's so brilliant because he made Metal Gear Solid, and like I feel like gamers are still trying to be accepted. Like, look, we have Anthony Mackie talking about video games. It's like, who fucking cares? We're nerds. We were always outcasts. Why do you want to be accepted now? Does anyone else feel that way? Like gamers trying to be accepted, like, oh, we're cool too, like books and films, right? And they're like, ew, no. And they're like, please accept us. And I'm like, why do you care? That's how I feel about it. I don't know. Looking at you, Kojima. Like I played Ocarina of Time on the GameCube. If you care about graphics that much, you're missing out. I agree. Trying to be accepted their fathers. Yeah, I feel it. I don't know if I'm right about that. That's a feeling that I've gotten with like Jeff Kiwi and stuff and bringing all these celebrities. I'm like, stop paying all these people all this money. They don't care about your game. Why is Megan Fox a character in Mortal Kombat? Who cares? Get a real voice actor and pay them less. But they like their work. I don't know. The bubble will burst. Maybe I'm dumb. If it's not already bursting. Kiwi. Or if it hasn't already popped. So I think they cost too much to make. I think we should scale back. I think games should stay the same level of what they look like or look a little worse. Because honestly, from PS3, I guess maybe not. Let me not say that. But no. This is one of the greatest 2D beat 'em ups, yo. From PS3 to PS5 or maybe Xbox 360 to the current Xbox system. I don't know. What is that? One series. Deep breath. Has graphics really gotten that much better? Especially from like the PS4 or the 8th to 9th generation consoles. I don't think they really have. I can be like, yeah, it's marginally better, but it's not a humongous jump like from 2D style 16-bit to 3D polygons. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not a huge jump to me like that. Video games have stopped impressing me from its realism in that sense for a while. I think games that are more artistically creative happen to be more viable. I'm thinking of games like Cuphead with the like Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse, Bounce and Stretch. I'm thinking of a game like Gris. I'm thinking of a video game. We need 6-dimensional games, bro. Battle Chef Brigade, like hand-drawn stuff. Like a lot of cool games that have really dope, cool art styles. That's not necessarily 3D or even high-bit graphics. Though I do like the high-bit. I think Sea of Stars. Oh my god, damn. Holy fuck. Sea of Stars sprite work is beautiful. The lighting is incredible. I love that game. Like, oh my god, that game looks incredible. I think Chained Echoes looks incredible, but I'm a dinosaur, so I like my older graphics. All things considered. Bomber or Cyberpunk. I do want to say this because Simi made a good point. I didn't mean it like this, but I did use Cuphead a lot when I was talking about artistic styles with the Steamboat Willie, Bounce and Stretch, old school Mickey Mouse type of animation. I wasn't literally trying to use Cuphead as the example. I was just using Cuphead as like one of the few things with like but like I know how much money and time and resources that game took to make. Those guys financed their house or whatever. I can't remember. I don't know what the term is. I'm not, you know me, I'm dumb. They did something with their house to help pay for it because the hand-drawn animation was taking a lot of time and I guess resources and money to some degree. So like Cuphead is a game that may have cost a lot of money to make. I have no idea how much it cost to make, but that wasn't the point. The point is a lot of the different art styles used in indie games and like high-bit graphics and stuff do seem to be a lot more cost efficient and time efficient overall. as opposed to you trying to push the system to its absolute limits and what it can render with all the pixels. And now I can see into your fucking, I can see Cloud's soul through his eyes, and I can see his fucking meat bulge when he walks. Like, I do think, and then after all the mocap stuff and everything, because putting all the little stuff, like all those things, but my research showed me takes a lot of time, money, and the more time it takes to make stuff, the longer you're gonna be paying people on the payroll. I thought all those things compounded, but Simi kind of disagreed with this point ultimately, so I don't know if I'm right or wrong. He said extinct. Here, I'd say we're not getting anything big like 2D to 3D games, but games have gotten considerably better looking. Fair enough, but style matters because most of these games won't age well. He said, nah, seeing meat swang is crazy. I like look at like the new like Final Fantasy and stuff. I'm like, it looks good, but like it doesn't look better. But like my eye maybe just not trained enough, you know. If they use it to make the titties jiggle, I respect it. DOA, come back. The real Dead or Alive. The real Dead or Alive. Perfection is one of my favorite video games, and I play it all the time. It's very therapeutic for me. I can just throw it on and skate around, and it has that kind of Y2K, you know, early 3D gen kind of graphics. I love it. What else is a problem within the gaming industry? I mentioned this before, but I think a lot of you guys care too much about how much time you spend in the game. This game's only 10 hours. It's not worth this much money. But what if it's the best 10 hours of your life? Oh, the main campaign for this is only 30 and you're charging me full price? I don't think I want the game. Like, I think that's a very myopic and obtuse way to simply judge video games. Like, oh, how much time am I going to spend playing it? Instead of how much of my time did the creative team, developers, and publishers actually respect? Where instead of making this a 60-hour odyssey, it's 25 hours, but it's paced so well. There's no real wasted time, and you had a great give me a great 25-hour experience over okay, decent slash mediocre 50 to 60-hour one. I mentioned earlier that I haven't beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 3 yet. I haven't played it yet. You know why? I know I need about 80 hours plus for that game. I just don't have the time for it, and my backlog is kind of crazy. So I'm just playing other things in the time, being like Pizza Tower, and I recently had beat like Coffee Talk episode 2, and you said new word, myopic. Is that what I said? Myopic, myopic. Sorry, myopic. Yeah, obtuse and myopic is what I said. We played River. I actually learned that word from Smallville. I don't know if you remember the jittery hand, the guy with who got like Kryptonian poisoning. He's the first person I heard, like, myopic? What does that mean? And I looked it up. I actually learned that word from Smallville. 2, finally, beat that with some of my homies. Like, just stuff like that, man. Beat 'em ups. We've been playing a lot of cool ish. So, now we got to get to the layoffs. I think I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. So, like, time spent, gotcha, gambling, tedious games to play, the prices are too much, live service, loot boxes. I want to get to the layoffs because, man, it hurts. It hurt me to see the studio that made Hi-Fi Rush just be like, no, you're done ski. And let me tell you how I felt personally attacked when Roll 7 got shut down. Ollie Ollie, Ollie Ollie 2, Ollie Ollie World especially, and Roller Drone are such great fucking games, bro. I love Ollie Ollie World. It's one of my 30 favorite video games of all time. It hurt me to see Roll 7 go the way that it did. These are critically acclaimed, well-made, charming fucking video games with the like extreme sports in it, because you rollerblade in one, you skateboard in the other. Because I became the hyped one, the skate wizard. The gnarliest dude in Radlandia. Like, bro, I can't believe they did this to these studios. And some of these studios, by their own words, were incredibly successful and profitable by any metric, all metrics to the company. Hi-Fi Rush. Microsoft said this about Hi-Fi Rush. That studio got taken down. There's a lot of firings and layoffs because the thing that hurts me the most and the thing that I hate the most about a lot of these huge conglomerates and companies and corporations is when they start to bleed money, it's the worker bees that always have to take the fall. They have to fall on the sword. The background. I will give the fuck. I don't remember Buddy's name. Rest in peace, bro. The old Nintendo president. he had said that if gaming continued to go down this route, it wouldn't be sustainable. And when they took a huge hit with the Wii U, instead of just firing staff, which is a short-term thing, he actually, if I remember correctly, I think he took a major pay cut or a pay cut, at least a decent pay cut. I can respect that. Iwata, yes, Iwata. I can respect that. Most companies won't do that. They're like, my millions, my millions. So I'll credit where credit is due. I know it's unlikely, but I hope all these studio employees are getting together and making more indie projects. They should. I think some of them are starting to understand. I think some of them just need to take the chance on themselves. I want to play that game. You're a cat, Stray. I think it's called Stray. Yes, you're just a cat. I don't know what else you do, but yes,
maybe you're a janitor in this.
It sounds familiar.
Or something of the sort of paper pusher, not paper pusher, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like the CEO or the manager or like the front office, high-ranking people. They won't lose a cent. They gonna make their millions or high six figures. But you, the person who created this character that everyone loves, you're fired. You also need to consider that to compensate for loss of big IPs, sometimes they slash down lower IPs, which are underrated but fans love them. I actually learned that some of these games kind of don't make the most money in the front end, you get it in the back end. But remember, Microsoft themselves said monetarily, from a player-based standpoint, from a critic standpoint, this game, Hi-Fi Rush, succeeded in every metric humanly possible. Those were their words. Nobody told them to say that shit. If they were lying and they still shut down, I think Take-Two Interactive, what they called, that's my problem. If it's successful, what's the issue? Go back to my earlier point. It didn't make enough money. You spent $100 million, you made back $300 million. I needed a billy. That's what the shareholders and corporates are really thinking, in my opinion, at least. It's so normal. It's interesting. Like, it's just a cat. I have no idea. No idea what else you do. Weird. Bye. And I think it's very malicious and terrible, and I hate it. And I don't know what the answer is, but I do think that maybe if we put our money where our mouths are, maybe things could be better. But I don't know that that's the only solution. So is that it? Video games are just gonna go to the wayside and die? I don't think so. So where do we go from here? Where do we go? And I say that because I remember when people were saying single player games were dying, and we got a new renaissance of that. So just keep that in mind. I think a lot of things have to change, but I don't think a lot of it will. But here's how I am looking at it. We need a new normal. And what I believe can become the new normal, like AA independent companies and independent and indie games becoming and replacing what AAAs used to be. So instead of us constantly being beholden to, I'm gonna say the big three for the time being, so Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, and whatever it is they're doing and publishing on their systems on their time, though I know that you could play pretty much PS5 games on anything. Fuck them. Go find a random studio in Brazil with 4 dudes who have been working on a game for like 6 years. They probably have something super dope for you to play and try. I promise you. I think AAAs will always be here, but they really have to figure out where their current place in gaming is, and are they going to scale down with graphics? I'm the best spy cards player in Buglandia. Bulgaria. Don't ever forget, I'm the best at spot cards, nigga. I heard some game was called a quadruple A game. Like, what does that even mean? So, yeah, man. I don't think gaming is dying. I think the big three suck. I think Nintendo is awful and very anti-consumer. Though from my understanding, they're doing the best right now. But that's just because of Nintendrones and parents not knowing any better and just buying their kids anything Nintendo-wise. Sony's been messing up a lot. Heard that they're in a really rough place with like the PSN sign-ins for Steam games and stuff like that too, and some stuff in certain specific regions. And then Microsoft has apparently admitted that they've kind of lost the console war. And I think they're going the way of Sega on a very personal level. I could be wrong. They might drop the Xbox 1080, suck my dick, and it's fire. But what's wrong with me? But I think that they're gonna go to Sega and just kind of like make games and sell it to all the other systems. I'm praying for
Sony
GTA 6's downfall.
Nintendo will
Be the major two. Which like why can I hear myself in my ear? Praying for GTA 6's downfall just to prove that cost inflating your game will doom it. I just don't. I literally spoke to my homies in Canada. They all cannot fucking wait for GTA 6. And none of them are normies, but that's a normie game. You know, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see that one failing, brother. I hear you though. This is like me wanting Pokemon to fail. This won't happen. It's too far gone. I think it's very unfortunate Nintendo makes such a good Zelda games. They don't deserve that company. Yeah, Zelda's probably like one of the only IPs at Nintendo that I really don't think they've fucked up or ruined in any capacity, despite people having their issues with certain Zelda games. I will be honest, I'm not excited about that Zelda game where you play Zelda in the like Link's Awakening remake Play-Doh style. I'm not excited for that game. I don't know. I'll probably end up playing it at some point, but I don't know. GTA 6 can't fail. It's a success. The success is in the title. A man can hope. Yeah, that's me. Literally me being like, please, Pokemon, fail once, miss once, please. That fight is over with. I can't win that fight. I've accepted my fate. Which does leave a vacuum for another big player to maybe step up and become one of the big three, if you will. So we'll see if that happens. But I don't know that I care about that. And also, let me know if this is correct. It is my understanding that Sony as a company, Final Fantasy, from my understanding, is not that big of a franchise. And I don't know that every single game they've put out from 1 to 16, I'm not counting the spin-offs, have hit like that. Because 15 wasn't beloved. So I don't know why somebody would have, like, to me, that's not like, I say Pokemon can't fail because it's like $1 billion multimedia. Even if like a game slightly flopped, they just be like, whatever. We got the cards, we got the show, we got merchandise, we got manga, we got Unga Bunga Inga Dinga, as Simi would say. Like they've become too big in my opinion. I think GTA is in that space. Final Fantasy, from my understanding, has not been nearly that flawless, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Requires PlayStation to thrive and be wealthy and successful. Microsoft, I've been told, or some of my research has indicated, they don't need Xbox to thrive. Is that true? Let me know if you have the answer to that question. But moving I do want to play a Zelda in a Zelda game, but it's like, I hate this art style. The idea that I have to fucking use a magic stick to make 3 desks across a small chasm to cross it, that did not appeal to me. Like, I'm like, this looks boring as hell. I don't want to play this. And I'm like, why didn't you guys just make a 3D Zelda with Zelda as the main character? Like, I would have preferred you to make it a Breath of the Wild art style or something. But I don't know. I felt like they took half a risk with the game. That's my problem. I like that they did it finally, but it felt like half a risk because they're reusing assets from this other game. I'm like, I don't know, man. I wish y'all went 3D with it, but that's just my opinion. They really made furniture a weapon, right? Like, that's not fire to me. I'm not saying there isn't more crazy shit you can do, but what I've seen so far, I don't even want the game, bro. So, but yeah, I like your idea of calling it Link instead. They should have called it Legend of Link, and then that would have been pretty cool, I think. Let me play Zelda. I can shoot light beams and blow niggas up. Light arrows, light attacks. I'm trying to use the Triforce of Wisdom. You know, me being this little dinky, use a magic spell and make a table. I was like, ew. I think Sony doesn't need PlayStation. They make way too many things. Microsoft is also a big conglomerate, but losing these systems will blow a hole in their revenue considering their investments. I have been told it's reverse. That's so interesting. I don't know what the truth is. I never actually did the research myself, but because Microsoft is like a computer software company that's mostly focused on PC and they have like other trinkets and stuff, my understanding was they didn't need Xbox to succeed for that company to be successful. But PlayStation got so big, it became such a huge part of Sony's success that if PlayStation suffers, so does Sony. I don't know what the truth is though. Maybe you're right. I'm not saying that I'm right on this, but I've actually been told it's reverse, and I know Nintendo's actually doing fine monetarily from what I know. Moving forward, I don't think video games are dying. I truly don't. I think if you are being yourself, you use your voice, and you really vote with your wallet. And I get why that's scary, by the way, because imagine if I didn't buy Paper Mario Sticker Star, hoping that we'd go back to forum for Thousand Year Door. They might just be like, oh, nobody bought this, nobody wants it, we'll just never make another Paper Mario game again. But I am personally willing to take that risk. And this is another part that I want to get to, which I wanted to leave more towards the end of the video. FOMO, fear of missing out, and how a lot of these companies
Soccer story.
make money off the fear of missing out.
Golazo.
I don't care if I miss out. I don't. You can't get me to be so scared. I'm going to play this game every day, specifically at 6 a.m. to do this one quest line incrementally so I can get this costume. I don't care to have the costume. I'll play on the default skin if I have to. Stop being so afraid to miss something like that. Stop letting them prey on your limited time. What's the opposite of FOMO? Patagana, are you here? You got the answer? Fear of being there. Fear of missing out. Free of being in the moment. I don't know. That's a great question. I'm gonna screenshot. That's funny as hell. Fear of being there. Only way you can get this gun loadout is if you. No one cares.
See,
this is not a job.
This is my current favorite platform fighter, and it's not even close.
To sign in every day. What the fuck is this? I think
that's me and Glam
part is
fighting.
Major. So think about that if you're a person who ends up doing that. But secondly, bear with me because I'm going to make this its own specific video essay. That'll be the next one that comes out. But I've been thinking about the concept of intellectual properties and IPs and legacies. And I think about how so many millennial writers and I guess maybe Gen Z writers just poop on the shoulders of giants in which they are standing on to create something. Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad. Jomo? I like Jomo. Jomo. Joy of missing out, bro. You said the Nigglers are crazy name. That's the I use that for like my in-game character like thing all the time. I actually am mad that I can't put the E, but now they be on my head like you can't use that where it's inappropriate. Like no, this was my this was my Smash Ultimate tag, Smash 4 tag. It was Niggler. I use it in Brawl. What else did I use it in? I use it for like Katana Zero or something like that. Not Katana Zero. The Messenger. But I had one other tag because I used to use towards the end of Smash 4. I used to use Corrin, and Corrin's barefoot, so I used to call her Foot Job Waifu. So I put Foot Job as my tag name. I went to a tournament with that tag name and got in trouble. Justice League. Oh my god! Like completely pooping on 4 previous entries of an established lore and canon and world with the nonsense that they did with Kill the Justice League. Didn't play it, didn't want it, not interested in your edgy superhero bullshit. I like to save cats from trees, honestly. And then like the millennial writing just being awful and terrible. I guess I should just say this really, really quick. A quick tangent. I'm gonna circle back to the IP thing. Politics, using games as a political pawn, and the culture war. That stuff is also annoying and I think could be messing with the video game industry in some capacity. Whereas you're gonna have like Ben Shapiro or some leftist on some program talking about this and the boobs or the trans flag, like it's so annoying and tired. And a lot of the times I wish you guys would just ignore them and not give them any engagement on either. I don't care where you lean politically, by the way, because I don't have a political affiliation at all. I don't fucking hate everyone. But the point that I'm trying to make is you realize they don't know what they're talking about a lot of the time. They're just trying to rile up the audience. They're speaking to and around people that are not their constituents to their fan bases who are angry about certain things. So if you're a more left-leaning person and for some reason a game removed the BLM pin or something, you're going to speak to the audience that resonates with that. Let's say you're a more right-leaning person and it's like, well, why the trans flag here instead of the good old American flag, USA. I'm Canadian, by the way, so this has nothing to do with me. I'm not American. Like, and they talk through and around people to their fan base. So just like, it's a waste of time. Leave them alone. They're not talking about. I saw a bunch of videos and tweets talking about Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door remake is woke. They made a character transgender. And if you have been plugged into the Paper Mario community or 1,000-Year Door at all, It has been common knowledge. I've known this since like 2006, my boy. In the original Japanese version of the game, Vivian is a transgender and or cross-dresser, depending on how your viewpoint is. So the Shadow Sirens actually don't call her Plug Ugly. They like make fun of the fact that she's not one of them, the sisters. It's a brother, quote unquote. They did not make that character like that. That's how the character always was. But North America and some other regions probably got changes because maybe they thought it was weird for whatever. It's like, Chief, to a certain degree, I understand that if some things are happening and we don't as a society be like, yeah, we don't fuck with this, push back, we let a lot of nonsense become normalized. But there's just a point, it's like, go outside, stop being perpetually online and just go do something and stop being involved in this culture war all day, every single second, in every fucking form of media. It's not worth it. Just go outside, bro. I promise you go outside, no one's talking about this shit. It's just mad annoying, bro. Different time period. Like, shut the fuck up. So, please, to the best of your ability, try to remove a lot of the larger political commentary and culture war nonsense when you get into this. But the IP thing, I was thinking about this with Star Fox. I don't think we need Star Fox. And even if you're a big Star Fox fan, I challenge you to stop caring about Star Fox. Play the games that you like already. If you have 64, the NES one, the Star Fox 2 that came out in 20... Yo, I love this game, bro. Now, mind you, I got it for the free ski, but I'm having such a fun time with this game. I'm surprised that... I'm not surprised it flopped. This was like one of those toys as a service game or whatever, but I'm having a great time. I can't speak for anybody else. Shout out to fucking... Oh, I have a question for you guys. I got a question. I have a question. I asked this to Simi the other day. Have you guys? You said free game, say different one, nigga. No, Yuzu. I put the straw hat on. It wasn't even like I got it for free. I literally put the straw hat on. My friend has like a very sophisticated system. He's got Yuzu. He's got Ryujin X. I'm like, yo, slap this on there for me with the DLC. I've been going so hard. It's so good, and I get to play the better graphics than the Switch could even handle. But okay, have you guys ever played a video game that you haven't really played before? Let me phrase this. Have you guys ever played a game and thought maybe from the gameplay and mechanics and maybe how it looks, it's not doing anything special, but you've never played a video game that had the theming of, let's say, space or medieval times, high fantasy with orcs, elves, fairies, and things of that nature, a space opera, if you will, or I don't know, maybe you're in hell in like Doom or something. Like, I say this because I'm playing Starlink, right? And now it's a twin stick shooter. It's not really on rails the way Star Fox is or whatever, but it doesn't feel foreign to me. But I've never played a space odyssey, like a game where like I fly into a planet, I explore it on my ship, and then I literally leave the planet, and then like I'm driving and warping through space, and I'm like, I don't know that this is because I just never played a game where I got to do this in space. I'm having way more fun than I should. I know it's nothing special. I'm sure No Man's Sky and many other games have done this, but I'm having an elevated level of fun because I'm like, I have never just been in space flying around, and I don't know. Does that make sense? Did I phrase that well? Me using Yuzu on my Raga till it runs to you. Tears of the Kingdom. That's funny. You said adverse hit as soon as you started the question. What was it? Damn. Do I gotta re-ask it? I gotta we-ask it? Can you run the question again? Ad came up? Okay, yeah, I figured. My bad. Okay, so what I was saying is I'm playing Starlink, right? And Starlink is a game that, like, it's a twin stick shooter. You fly to planets. It's not on rails like Star Fox and things of that nature, right? Like I feel like the gameplay itself is not new to me. Exploration, crafting, creating a base where, you know, whoop-de-whoop, taking out bad guys, enemy camps. But I'm in a ship, and I fly into the planet. Like, I actually go into orbit, then like low whatever mode, and then I fly out, and I'm actually flying through space through meteors, but not on rails. It's kind of like free roam. And just the idea of me being in a ship in space is so foreign to me from a video game standpoint. I think I'm having more fun than I'm supposed to. Like, I have an elevated level of fun. Because I'm like, I don't think I've ever just been in a spaceship in a video game and I'm flying around doing shit. Like, Star Fox, yes, but that's on rails. And then later on, we had Dinosaur Planet. That's fake Star Fox. And then Assault, you were mostly on foot with a gun. So it's just like, I feel like No Man's Sky and other space odysseys have done things of this nature, maybe better. But just because I've never actually played a game where I'm in a ship and I'm in space all the time, flying in and out of planets, going at warp speed, I'm having a great time. So I was wondering if anyone had an experience like that. Like this is a very regular RPG game for me, but I've never played an RPG that takes place in heaven, in hell, in a cyberpunk land, in a biopunk land, in steampunk. So the theming of it is making you like it more because you just never had a game like that. Like maybe you've never played a game where like you were an orc or an elf or something and you play Shadows of Mordor and you're like, I've played a game like this, but the fact that I've only played games like this where I'm in space, I'm having a good time doing it in Middle Earth. Does that make sense? I don't know if I don't think I phrased that well. I'm gonna find a better way to ask it. I'm not sure. Nothing comes to mind right now. Okay. Because again, gameplay-wise, visual-wise, this game is not doing anything I've not done before that I think is blowing me out the water. But I'm like, I'm having a really good time. Is it because I'm in space? I don't know about space, but definitely had that feeling when I first played Mirror's Edge. Four military ads in the horror trailer. Later I'm freed. God damn. I don't think I've had that happen. All right. I'll say less then. 2017, maybe you like me, you like Assault. Shit, maybe you like Dinosaur Planet. I'm not mad at you for that. Play What's your up, fake Blizzard? Zelda, Dinosaur Planet, Star Fox. Maybe you like Zero or Command. Just keep playing those because I think there's been so many incredible spiritual successors to Star Fox. On rail, spacey shooters. We got Night Shift Galaxy coming. There's a video game Simi just showed me. I'm going to have it on screen here because I don't remember what it's called. I played Phoenix Squadron. I played First Squadron. First Squadron Phoenix is coming soon. That looks incredible. I played 2 levels of X Zodiac. Bro, I don't even care about Star Fox right now. And I realized this can be a very, very thing that's personal to me. Like maybe you love Mario. You love Rosalina. You love Gino or something. You just cannot detach yourself from the Mushroom Kingdom IP, or you just love Sonic so much. I love Shadow. That's my boy. But I got things like Spark the Electric Jester and other speed games that I can play. And if that means I never get to play Shadow again, so be it. Because I have games where I still have Sonic Adventure 2 battle. I can be Shadow. I'm the coolest. I can still do that. I can go back. And I never have a problem going back. I challenge you to think about an IP you care about to the high heavens. I don't care if it's Star Wars, Kingdom Hearts, some Disney property. Detach yourself from it as much as you can. It gets easier every time you have to do it. It hurt me when I started to fall out in love with Danganronpa and things like Kingdom Hearts. But I got over it. And there's other games that emulate that style or were inspired by those that I can play. And it's like, yeah, I can't be Riku and Aqua, who I think are awesome, but this new character is dope. I'm going to give you the example I'm really thinking of. Paper Mario. Dog, I love Vivian. I love Wa. I love so many characters in those games. Shit. Blumiere? Count Black? Yo, dog. They have some phenomenal characters. Give me Leaf, Kabu, and V from Bug Fables. That trio was better than anything I experienced in any of those games. But even if they weren't better, it's different. And I love what they do. I love how they interact. I love how they go about their adventure. I don't have to play another Paper Mario game again. I'm cool. I'm okay with letting it go. I got stuff like Born of Bread, and I think it's called The Escape from the Ever After or Ever After Inc. That's coming in a Paper Mario style. That looks really cool. Like, I challenge you to think about those games. Go find their kind of spiritual successors and the companies and indie corporations that were so inspired by this thing, they made their own version. And it's not just a carbon copy. They've improved upon it. They've added their own love, charm, and flair to it to make it different. Try it out. I'm telling you. We might not even need to be beholden to all of these legacy IPs, brother, sister, and all. My favorite is Vivian and Watt in the first one. I just roll if like I will use Yoshi to go faster, but sometimes I'll just use the roll curse you get from the Boggly Woods from why do I ever remember the fucking 4th chapter where Dupless turns everybody into pigs? But anyways, when you get the curse where you can roll into a ball, you move fast that way. I used to just use that to move faster. All in between and others. This is honestly a lot longer than I expected it to be.
All right, it's almost done, guys.
I
Like
clearly
3
had
minutes
a lot
left.
to say, so I'll shut up now because I do want to start writing the script for that IP video and have it out for you guys as soon as possible. But I'll kind of just leave it with this. Just my final thoughts, my conclusion, and then let's move on. Video games to me is not dying. We're in a weird transitional period, and there could be a crash. That's not an impossibility. I believe there was a crash in like the 1980s, and I don't know what happens from there. What happens from here? But I know that if we do better, I don't believe Pokemon should be as successful of a corporation.
Tower
company
God
as
Cinema
it
coming
is,
though.
especially from the video game standpoint. But it doesn't
TOG
matter
Cinema.
what slop they make and put it out. You Pocket Monster losers are gonna eat it up. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna play some Power World, some Temtem, some Nexomon Extinction. I'm gonna play some Coromon. I'm gonna play Kindred Fates when it comes out. Like, there's so many other Monster Tamer and Creature Collection games that are super dope. I don't care about seeing a Pikachu ever again in my life. And that goes back to the IP talk I was saying. Consider it. You might like the new one more. Just do your best. Put your money where you truly believe it should go. Stop. Oh, this is the last thing I forgot to talk about. Stop taking something over nothing. Take nothing. If someone came to me and said, hey, Naya, what? Would you rather get a shitty Paper Mario game or no Paper Mario game? Give me none. Not, well, this is the only Paper Mario game I can play. I guess I'm going to play Color Splash and Origami King. No, the fuck I am
Time
not.
for me to hop back on
Give me-
Pally. I
Well,
reinstalled
there's
it.
no other new Pokemon
Power
games
World!
that's in the style like this, so I might as well just get this stupid, buggy, not working game that runs at 1 frame per second in Violet and Scarlet. Give me nothing. I'll take nothing over that. That's a much better alternative to me. Stop letting these companies bully you. We are the customers. The customer's always right. If we don't buy it, it doesn't matter how much they tell you it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. If we don't buy it, they got no market to sell it to. We can change things. I don't know that we can change everything, but there's many things that we can affect.
I actually,
And I'm actually
don't
very
know, Katan.
optimistic
I have no
about
idea.
video
Sliced
games
bread
right
is
now,
fire, bro.
More than I am
I like
pessimistic.
bread. I'm a
And
bread
usually
merchant.
I'm somewhere in the middle because I'm just a realist.
I don't get bread, but
And
I
stop
eat
being
bread.
on extremes too, by the way. Try to be a little more even keeled and centered in some of your takes and opinions. I'm not talking about when you're trolling or messing around or shooting the shit with the boys or the girls, you know, the gal them. So, anyways, I think I've said everything I've had to say. Support indie games. Let me know what you guys thought about this style of video. I would like to do this more often. This will just give me a way to give you guys more content without me having to write out an entire script, because this went for like, I think, well over 40 minutes. So, yeah. Have a great day. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay notified. Give me your honest thoughts and opinions on this. I really want the comment section to be popping. I want to read a lot of this. And anything that you think I may have forgotten to touch on, or I was a little off
Oh my
on,
God,
or you
shut
thought that
up,
maybe I
bro.
could have went a little bit deeper and you have that inside knowledge, because maybe you are a video game designer. Maybe you can code. Maybe you've worked with some of these studios at some point or made a video game. I have not done any of these things. I don't have that experience under my belt.
Tell this
So
nigga to shut
you're somebody
up. Oh
who
my
is
God, he
extremely
keep talking.
Thank you guys.
Jesus
This far. I truly appreciate
Christ.
it. And have yourself a mighty fine day.
And he copied my
Detective Hemmings,
fit.
Off script, unscripted. I'm not entirely sure what I'm calling this yet. Signing off. Be
This
safe.
guy,
Take
this
care
guy
of yourself.
copied my outfit too, bro. Take that shit off. All right. Why are we gonna speed for it? Because the video's over and it won't end. The time for the video to end. All right, let me go back to this other screen. And that was on before. Then we'll wrap some things up. I do gotta head out. I got a date. Yeah, I mean. But yeah, that was the video though. Damn, kind of rude. Not gonna lie, let him cook.
But yeah, I'm proud of that video because I didn't script it. I literally just pressed play and started to fucking talk, and I'm like, I hope I don't sound like the disorganized mess I usually sound. But I thought I streamlined it pretty well, all things considered. But I want to be able to do that like at least 6 times a year, just like, oh, this thing is happening. I really wanted to do one when Pal World was getting like so much hatred from Pokemon fans and other like. I'm like, oh my god, I want to talk about this, but I don't have time to make a script. So on that channel, if you don't see case number whatever, it's an unscripted video. It's gonna go in the off script section. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. It was fun making it, and I actually had fun editing it because I finally got to use so much of my goddamn video game footage that's been sitting there not getting used. You know. So yeah, I hate the way you talk. Yapthology degree in progress. I'm getting there. The joke is, I'm like, I'll probably speak for like 20 minutes, half an hour at most. Bro, when I clicked end, I'm like, what do you mean I was talking for 55 minutes? Like, I cut out some dead air and some stuff, so it's a little bit shorter. But I was like, I talked for 55 minutes? And I was like, nigga, shut up. You know you have to edit this, right? Like, but because at one point, I'm like, do I just throw one video game on the whole stream? Like, no, don't do that, bro. Don't be lazy. Like, use the footage and shit like that. So do a couple jokes in there to the best of my ability. So shit overperforming. Yeah, I guess so. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. But like that's the kind of thing you can expect from that channel. Like I actually get to flex my brain into other things that's just not Tower of God and like manga and stuff like that. Cause like the video before that was a DC one that did pretty good for the channel. I mean, I consider if I get more views and subscribers that I have for the channel, I think it did a good job. Also, I went from 360-ish to 400 after dropping that video game video because most people who watch that video are not my subscribers. What's up, Kane? Mohammed. This also reminds me of the time one of my friends called Zelda Breath of the Wild discount Genshin Impact almost crashed out. That's did your friend genuinely not know that Breath of the Wild came first? Like genuinely, or like was that like he was being funny? Because we always say Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the first game that created all things in gaming. Because when it first came out, as much as I loved it, Nintendo fans, because they don't play shit, they were acting like crafting and cooking and climbing and weapon durability has never existed. It was mad funny. So we're like, yeah, haven't you ever played the first video game of all time, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that created you have a sword? Zelda created it. You thought swords were a real life concept? No. Legend of Zelda came out and then we made swords in real life. That's a joke that me and Simeos make. He just liked Genshin Impact better, so he's an idiot. That's crazy. I would have crashed out too. Why is that person your friend? You can be my friend, but I'm going to have to cook you. Like, that's a dumb take. I cook my friends for bad takes all the time. Genshin Impact is my Boruto of gaming. I think fostering a different audience on that channel is a great idea. Yes, actually, which I'm very excited about. And honestly, some of those guys, 2 of those guys ended up on my Patreon and said I should make a dedicated Patreon for that channel. Like, don't attach it to 90 Hemmings. I'm like, you're probably right. I like that idea. So they said they're gonna write it out for the month, but I'm gonna wait until the channel's monetized. Then I'm gonna make one for that channel. What I am gonna do though, I'm gonna add $1. I'm gonna add $1 tier to my regular Patreon. I won't be able to give you guys much extra shit, but if I drop like a short and a couple of the videos that's been there for a long time, you'll have access to like the Kylian Mbappe thing and the football players. Tower God football player soccer stuff, but I can't give you too much. But I'm gonna make $1 tier just for people who are like, y'all. I don't mind giving this guy $1 a month, which is fine. I'm gonna make a month soon, but I'm done the script for the IP Star Fox video and stuff. I'm gonna record it after I'm recording tomorrow. I'll record it tomorrow, and then I'll chip away at it in the weekend, and I'll have it ready for next week. It should be good. I'm excited about it. So we getting to 500 this month. Thank you. But I think 500 now is the new limit to get monetized. I don't think you need 1,000 anymore. I think the watch time and sub counts. I think there's subscribers with 700 that I see with ads on. So should be good. Luckily, with that same friend, I forced him to read Kubera, and he said it's better than TOG. He was crazy. He was a crazy TOG stan.
I could still see people liking Tower of God more than Kubera. It's just that you couldn't look me in the eye and tell me it's actually better from a writing standpoint. But yeah, we're gonna have fun though. We're gonna have fun. After these 2 weddings that I have to prepare for, like go to and stuff, I think that's when I want to start Paper Mario. I'm gonna just be very honest. I'm just gonna save Umineko and Higurashi for winter time, where I can veg out and sit down and not want to go outside. The allure of sundresses are pulling me away from the computer. Okay, okay, like I'm trying to Kuna Dwan out there, trying to follow my idol's footsteps. You feel me? But that being said, you said married times 2. Married times 2. But yeah, man, I'm proud of this channel so far. Like again, I think I know I like this channel because I'm like, am I watching my own video? I don't do this. I was actually watching my own videos the other day. Like, look at me. I still think this is my magnum opus. I worked so hard on that Bomb Rush Cyberpunk video. This video did the best on my channel, but it's easily one of the videos I worked the least hardest on. So that actually pissed me off for a while. This is a good one. This one I like a lot, and I like the Avatar one. The Avatar one, where is it? This one and the Superman one. I'm also really proud of those 2. I think those one, the Reborn one is good too. But yeah, we'll just gotta see how things shape up, man. At some point, I'll do streams on that channel, but I'm going to be in film noir, all black and white. I'm going to have my detective fit on, and then I'm probably going to be whatever. But I will stream from that channel at some point. I'm trying to get a stronger computer so I can simu stream with Twitch and YouTube like other people do. I seen, like, Ordering Mark on fucking X streaming. You stream on X too? Like, what does he know? I didn't even know you could stream on X like that. So, yeah. Scanner Unga Bunga carried. Facts. What sundresses that the women in sundresses make me act up, bro? I'm telling you. That Avatar one is great. I know I'm proud of that one. I love the Reborn one because I was reborn deprived. Yes, you can stream on Twitter apparently. I actually do want to do the next Reborn video. Maybe I'll do that after the Star Fox video. Maybe that's a good idea. You know what? I'll do it second because I want to start. No, I could start with Reborn and Suna though. I want to talk about my favorite master and student relationships, or like teacher-student. So Wuxian and Xiao Hei is one, but Reborn and Suna is like a gold standard for me. I think Reborn was a great mentor for Suna in the standpoint of in the confines of the mafia of what he wanted him to be, and also be a better man and better person and not a fucking idiot. Like that's been something I wanted to do for a while, so I'll do that. I like the Dino Ace. Because of your Blue Lock slander with Shizzy's clip. You're not good. You suck. You fucking suck. Yeah, that's a good one too. I like that one. That one flopped though. Isn't that? I think that's the only one that didn't even get 100 views. I think that's my biggest flop on this channel. Yeah, this one flopped, bro. I got 69 views only. Yeah, maybe I'll repost it and see if people like it this time. But yeah, that was the one that didn't do the best. The only video that I made that shocked me that didn't do well was the Zelda one. I thought this one was gonna cook. But what can you do? It's life. Niggas don't know greatness about Dino Ace. They don't know about Dino Ace greatness. Yeah. They don't know any better. They don't know. I'm gonna get it to 100. Hey, that's all I ask. That's all I need. I'll feel better. I'll repost it or something and see if anybody will, whatever. But yeah, I think the Star Fox will be next, and maybe Reborn soon. Wuxian and Xiao Hei, and then we'll have to see. I won't even lie to you. I completely threw away that J. Cole video. I don't want to do it anymore. I just lost interest. I don't know. I just lost interest in it. The only script that I did not discard that's still there, and like maybe 20 minutes of recorded footage, and I don't know when it's getting done, is goddamn the Wire video. Dino Ace is baseball. Baseball. People see the 69 views and don't want to click on the video because they'll ruin the number. You think so? They're like, nice. Shout out to my niggas Tetsu, my nigga May. Shout out to Samamura. Shout out to Mukai. That's the gold pitcher. Shout out to Tetsu. Shout out to Todoroki Raichi. My boy, my son, eat the banana. Not my son. May go crazy with the balls, no pause. Hey, what about my nigga Hongo?
Okay, good. I thought it was American football, but I can watch baseball. Oh no, that's Ice Shield. Ice Shield 21 is American football. I actually didn't dislike what I read in Ice Shield. I don't remember though. I don't remember much about it. But is this guy ready for me? Yes, he is. All right. No, Hongo. No, one day, the dog. Have you ever seen a ball roll in the cold white snow? Have you ever seen a demon who sold his soul to baseball? You think we came here to nationals for fun? We came to get the champion banner. Fucking this nigga just angry. Bat out! I'm like, yo, he's so nice. Like, yo, he like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. So, nah. I'm still mad that nigga's making a boxing manga now. I'm like, bro, we need Act 3. Act 3! See, please. Please. Act 3, please. We need Act 3, bro. Eccles is only in Act 2, Yuji. We need a Terajima. We need Act 3, dog, please. Major was cool from what I've seen. I do like One Outs and this other one. Rookies? Is it Rookies? The Delinquents? That one wasn't bad. Hongo is a champion, but yeah. But alright, y'all. I do gotta step out. Well, thank you guys for rocking with me. I apologize for whatever, but I will stream tomorrow because I did want to talk about Kubera and Tower of God, like just of recent. I'm gonna see if Glam and Bauer are around and stuff. But I Friday, crapshoot, maybe I'll do a mobile one when I'm driving or something. But yeah. I heard that quote. I got literal shit. No, it was so good because I'm like, I have, but not baseball. I'll never forget where my coach made us train in the fucking winter. I'm like, he's a madman. Dog, fam. This is back when I was super scared. But the dog, you don't think it's not fam? It's not cold out here, G? Yo, I'm not even trying to do that. He had us in the snow running, playing. I'm like, bro, this is insane. But all right, yo, be safe.